Welcome listeners to the Adeptus Terra Podcast, the podcast where bolters roar, heresy burns, and the galaxy is forever on the brink of annihilation. Whether you're a battle-hardened veteran of the Long War or a fresh recruit just stepping onto the battlefield, this is your place for all things Warhammer 40k and the Horus Heresy. Each episode we dive into the lore, the tabletop, factions, and the endless conflicts that define the 41st millennium, from the God Emperor's Imperium to the darkest horrors of the war. So steel your resolve, check your dice, and prepare for war. Hello and welcome to episode 7 of season 4 of the Adeptus Terra Podcast. I'm Matt.
I'm Sam.
And I'm Neil.
And I've realised I don't have my notes open.
Oh dear.
I've got so many other tabs open, I just assumed that they were there. But yes, how have we been, gentlemen?
I mean, pretty good, to be honest. Like,
Good.
I feel like this month I haven't really got anything. Like, I've not really done much. Like, it's been a bit of a mental month. I've been in Southampton twice. Been away.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen you since we recorded last.
No, like it's been absolutely crazy.
I have.
Neil's actually done something which is very surprising.
I have seen you. So.
Oh, you've seen me? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
No, sorry, I thought you were saying that's
I've done something new.
Yeah.
No, we'll get on to what we have or have not done in a moment. But just in general, how are you both? You all right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good.
Ow, fuck's sake. I just
Stop.
did it again.
Good.
Hitting
What
the
is with
mic.
this? I
You're
don't
having
get
a
it.
moment.
It's-
Many
Not
moments.
getting it in the
Wow.
right spot.
But it's fine. It's
Oh,
okay.
oh,
No, don't deep throat the mic.
Again. I'm all right.
oh.
We played a game as well, didn't we?
We did. Yes, that was this month.
Jesus Christ. You have seen me then since?
Yeah, do you know what? It was like the day or two after.
Yeah.
Because I was.
Did we play on a Tuesday?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I-
because it was supposed to be you two,
It was
but
supposed
Neil
to be
couldn't
us
get
two.
there.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So I took Neil's spot.
Yes.
life.
So we have
crap.
seen each other. Good.
So yes.
happened.
But like 2 days after last month.
You
so
did really well
it's
in
been
that
a while.
game.
I did. We will talk about
Which
it.
is-
Don't worry.
I'm not surprised, but I kind of am.
I mean, I was surprised at the time too. But yes, so we have our usual Legion of 3, what we've been up to, as in every episode. We have another lore spotlight for you this episode, because we're holding off the campaign, which will occur during our event next
Mhm.
month. So we'll report on that in September time. So we are covering, it's kind of a mix of things, because if I focused on one thing, it wasn't quite long enough. So we're looking at the ancient history of Terra, particularly around 3 groups of so-called men. So there's the men of gold, the men of stone, and the men of iron.
Right.
All right?
Okay.
So that's what we're looking at in the spotlight. It's very interesting, cool little tidbits of lore that I wasn't aware of. So that was quite cool to discover while getting ready for the episode. So hopefully you guys will enjoy that spotlight when we get to it. Before we go into Legion of 3, our first segment, we have our normal kind of monthly news of the podcast. Our next month's hobby hangout will be on August the 30th. There will be one, obviously, at the end of July. The 26th, I believe, is the last Sunday. I'm on holiday. Note to you.
This is this not going out after that's been?
Well, I don't know, because I don't know when the last Sunday is.
When the last Sunday is the 26th of July.
Oh,
So
Yes.
this will be out after.
after. Cool. So I am correct by not including it in the notes.
Yeah.
And then second guess myself.
And then the August
me.
August 30th.
August 30th. But I am around.
I'm away. So
Yes.
that's fine. You can do it.
I'm around, yeah.
I'm on holiday.
But I'm not around for the 26th of July, which would have passed by the time they're listening to this. But
I'm glad we can. Right, I'm going to put it in my calendar now.
good, because you're leading that one, because I'm not
Yeah.
here.
Hobby hangout.
On that topic of when things are happening or not happening, we just need to share that this year we've decided, with the event happening in August, when we could get access to the hall, and the summer holidays being as crazy as they are, we won't be producing an episode in August. So we're sorry about that. It's just life, and we want to look after ourselves rather than kill ourselves to put out something half decent. So we won't have an episode next month. We will be hosting our Heresy event, which we're very excited about. And then the next episode will be out in September. So a little bit of a break from us in terms of podcasting until September.
To be honest, even if you wanted to put out an episode, I don't think I can. I'm away for 2 weekends. We then have the event.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It
I'm
just
away,
doesn't work.
I'm doing a DV the weekend after that, and then after that I'm away again.
Yeah.
So like I don't actually know when in August I'd be able to do a holiday. Sorry, no, I'm on holiday a lot in August. I don't know when I'd be able to actually do a recording.
Yes.
I think that's possibly why we decided.
That's one of the big
reasons.
reasons.
No, it's not, because we definitely decided that at the beginning.
Yeah, we can blame you though, because it's easy and fun to do.
It's my own fault.
You have so many holidays.
Do you know what? I really
It's had less this year.
Less this year. I don't know why. Like, I think I've got more later in the year, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know.
That'll go well. That'll be brilliant. Won't it?
Next year.
Don't have to worry about
I'm
next
having
year.
the entirety of August off because I'm going somewhere for 4 weeks. So.
Woohoo!
Yes.
Anyway,
it'll be good.
Also, normally we have our event news in this little bit of the podcast, but we're going to be sharing the lists of the players that are coming to the event, which is a little bit longer than a snippet of news. So we're going to hold off for that, and that will come after the lore spotlight. So if you're coming to the event and you want to listen to those lists, listen to the rest of the episode, enjoy it, or skip ahead if you're impatient, and you will hear those lists later on, as well as obviously anyone that's interested in what people are bringing to our third and hopefully final bit of story for Hivani Prime. It's going to be a good climax, I'm sure. So
that's what she said.
Yeah. Went out. What is it? Is it? It all ends with a whimper, not a bang. Is that the phrase? Anyway, moving forward rather quickly. The Legion of Three. What have we been up to, gentlemen? Oh,
I can go first.
You can go first.
I can go first. So this is just Warhammer related, right? So I have spoken at great lengths about how I need to paint a Land Raider, and it had transfers on it.
Yes.
So I finally nutted up and tried to use airbrush cleaner to remove the transfers.
Right? Oh yes, did this work?
No.
Oh, that's a shame.
Well, no, it didn't work.
Did you varnish over it?
No, I don't varnish over anything. So no, it doesn't work. It didn't work. I don't know whether I didn't leave enough time.
Right.
But it didn't. They were I applied it, let it dry, applied it again, let it dry, applied it again, and then used a little bit of a scraper to get and it just wasn't like coming off easy. So I was like, do you know what? Fuck it. I'm just gonna. I used a sanding stick, like a really high grit sanding stick, like a polishing one. Yeah. So I polished around it to get rid of some of the edges, so you could see the edges were. Yeah. Dulled down the shine so it wouldn't look like a different texture. And then I sprayed it black.
Okay.
Immediately, all of the places I put the transfers, instantly bubbled.
Right. Okay.
So instantly, none of the paint stuck to those sections. So you could just see like triangles from the Blood Angel logo, the long strip of the filigree, like it all just fucked up. And I was like, well, I guess I'm gonna have to strip it then.
Yeah.
Like,
that's right.
Hence why. So I've now I did the transfers early, tried to transfer stuff early in the week, and then today before we started recording, I basically painted Biostrip 20 all over it. I watched a couple of videos on Biostrip 20. One from Broadsword Wargaming, which basically just said put the model in the pot. It doesn't really work with a Land Raider.
No.
So the instructions just say paint it on, wait 30 to 60 minutes, and then
scrub it off.
So I did the first one was a bit longer. However, I of course now have primer, red paint, transfers, and then more primer over the top. And the primer was only done like on Thursday, Friday, so it hasn't definitely not fully set, fully hard, and fully cured. So it did go a little bit gloopy, which I think is normal for Biostrip 20 from looking at it. Like, and so it basically, as I was scrubbing it, it was scrubbing away layers, moving more over, kind of like, you know, when you have paint on a wall that's peeling.
Oh yeah.
And as you kind of rub it, more and more comes away, and you're praying that eventually it stops. So it was kind of like that.
Okay.
So I've done 2 coats of biostrip.
Mm-hmm.
And then did it with first one left it on for like an hour, then attacked it with an old toothbrush, and then hosed it down to get rid of all the kind of extra bits. Tells you to do it makes a real big deal of telling you to wash the model afterwards, because the biostrip will just continually like peel.
Oh yeah,
fair enough.
And it also tells you to wear gloves, but I didn't do that because gloves are for pussies. Who needs fingerprints?
Just let the things burn.
Yeah. So I did the second round, which pulled off a load more of the red paint. To be honest, I'm not really worried about it getting it all completely brand new, like squeaky clean, because I am just going to prime it black again.
Yeah.
I just need to get any kind of textured bits away, so like any kind of paint that I've kind of half-assed peeled off. So I need to do that. So I'm probably going to, when I get a bit more time, so maybe tomorrow before work, paint on another layer of biostrip, and then on my lunch break, scrub it again.
Yeah.
And give it like a couple of hours, couple of solid hours to do it.
You've not got a crazy deadline for it, so it's not like you must bash it out.
It's going to be in our
that's October
game. So that's October.
Yeah, so I also need 3 months away.
I still have
I would like
5
to get
units to buy, let alone build and paint.
I would like to get it painted, and I would like to play test the army, because I'm very conscious of, which takes me nicely to the next thing. I wrote my list, and I was like, do you know what? I should go to the power of the internet, and see what the internet thinks of my list. And basically, the first comment was, "Do you hate your friends?"
What, your big tank list? Nah, it's a tank list. I don't know.
So I was like, they were like, look, if you want to play this, then fine, fair play. You definitely need to tell the people you're playing this list before you play them.
Clearly, the internet doesn't know who you are and who we are.
No, basically not. No,
I guess I know what's in your list. Like,
hang on, where's he on?
Yeah, unless you're changing out a lot of things, you're gonna have a couple of despoiler squads in rhinos. Like, didn't we even go through this
we did
last month?
Yeah, so like the simple view of the one that I shared was a Prometheus command tank.
Yes,
Promethean command tank with a box standard Centurion. Right, where was we?
I can't remember.
Yeah, so it was a
Promethean.
It was a Prometheus command tank with a Centurion inside and I think I said 10-man, maybe 5-man. Anyway, a squad of Queens and Paladins with him, because line.
Yeah.
Then it was 3 10-man despoiler squads with Voxes, Vexillas in rhinos.
Yep.
It was a Kratos with Decurion
and
a Melter Blast with all the las cannons. It was 3 Plasma Destroyer, 2 las cannons per tank, Predators, Scorpius missile tank, Sakarin Arcus, a Vindicator Magna Laser, and then a Fellblade.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the Scorpius anymore. It's nowhere near how good it used to be.
I know, but they're still scary.
I
don't like them.
Literally, the most upvoted comment was, well, that looks super cheese. I would not like to play against this.
Does it look cheese? I genuinely don't see it.
Most lists won't be able to.
Are really hard, but
most lists won't be able to fight your tanks, and you won't be able to score many points. I mean, that's not true.
That's what I'm saying. You can't score that many.
No, but I can, because I have 4 troop choices. One of them is a Terminator squad.
That's true.
With line. Yeah. So I disagree with him on that point. Most games will end in your opponents being tabled and you not having scored many points. And I was like, thanks for your feedback.
Again, yes, if you played it that way, I suppose. Like, there are certain lists that if you play, like, I'm coming on to table the opponent and I don't have to worry about scoring because I'll table the opponent.
Yeah.
Whereas, like that list, you play if your 4 line units are fighting for objectives, they're not in the face of the enemy because one of them's staying in your deployment zone.
No.
Minimum.
Yeah, 100%.
So, like, I hear it, but I don't know. For some reason, it doesn't make me go, I also think you can status vehicles fairly easily. You put a status on it and it can't do things,
Yeah, another comment was, I'll put it this way, I don't actually think this is a cheesy or unfun list as some other comments are making out, but it does come with some caveats. I think the list is cool, but I personally wouldn't run it if I was playing new players or people that I don't know, or people I know don't have a lot of anti-armor or anti-vehicles. Functionally, if you bring this to a standard game, you're either going to body block the table of your opponent and they'll just simply ignore your armor and go full infantry swarm onto the objectives, which is untrue. This is a great list for thematic armor engagements where everybody's aware ahead of times. If you warn your opponent to bring decent anti-armor, whatever form it takes, I would just not drop this list on someone casually without warning them. Which, to be fair, it's being written with you guys in mind.
I think the thing is, it's a hell of a lot of tanks.
Yeah.
And so if you don't know you're facing a hell of a lot of tanks, you're not going to bring a hell of a lot of anti-tank.
It's 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 in 3K, that's not that much.
It's not, well, no. And it is.
And one suit, one Lord of War. Obviously.
Yeah, that's a little bit more scary.
So the list has now changed upon that feedback.
Okay. There are more tanks.
I've gone for 15 tank now. The list is I've gone, do you know what?
I took those out and I put in my Saturnine Terminators.
I've gone double the fuck down. To so many Saturnines. Where's it gone? Mechanized infantry? That's not it. Mechanized infantry. That's it there. So the list now is Centurion in Terminator armor. A Legion champion. 3 10-man despoiler squads still in Rhinos.
Yep.
Heavy flamers on the Rhinos to give statuses. And then Nuncio Vox and Vexilas inside the despoiler squads. Yeah. I've got a Kratos with a Melter Blast gun and a Curian Locust. Two Predators rather than 3 with plasma destroyers.
Yep.
Still got a Sakaran. Still got 1 Magna laser destroyer. 5-man Crimson Paladins. Land Raider carrier rather than the one before. And then still the Fellblade. So it's not tremendously different.
Yeah. What highlight the differences out of that?
I think the differences were, thinking about it, that first list, I didn't have the Crimson Paladins.
Yeah.
I basically swapped the Crimson Paladins, dropped a tank.
Yeah.
Dropped a Predator. And then dropped a Whirlwind.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, so you lose 2 tanks and you get in how many?
Only 5.
5.
But they'll go in the Land Raider with the Centurion. So less tanks to pop, I guess.
Yeah.
More line to hold.
More stuff to punch.
But that also does take me on to the next thing. All this is linking together. This is brilliant. The next thing. I actually have a Fellblade already. I was keeping it a secret. It's fully painted and ready to go.
I know, it's up on the shelf.
It's up on the shelf up there. So much so the last time I recorded, I hid it. I didn't hide it. I put it in the cupboard rather than in the cupboard with the glass front. Because I was like, oh man, it'd be great if like when we get to our final big game, I just pop out a Fellblade. And I was like, it'd be great for me if I pop out a Fellblade. If I bring a Fellblade to the game, it might not be you guys. I think that Reddit post kind of knocked the confidence from me a little bit. And I was like, maybe it would be a little bit twattish if I just turn up.
That's not the worst thing.
Yeah, but then since then I've played against you in your new list, and I disagree with that now. Like fuck it. Like your list is really tough.
I ignored the I think the difference is though, it's one of those like the responses you were getting were the standard Marine player, who goes, "Oh crap! I've
only got 1 missile squad and maybe a couple of Predators." Yeah, 100%.
Whereas you were shooting like your Kratos was shooting at Castellax that I'd buffed toughness, so you're shooting toughness 7 models with 4 wounds each. Like it's very different to I'm going to shoot into even a Terminator.
Yeah, like, in that game I don't think I took the melter cannon either.
No, you had the battle cannon.
Which is the one that's on there. So I do need to buy another melter cannon because I can't find the one. I know I had it somewhere. It's built somewhere.
You've definitely got it.
Yeah,
what
but I can't.
Did you take on
against Ryan?
Yeah, you had the melter cannon there.
I took the melter cannon, but it was still built as the normal cannon, the normal turret.
You took it out and swapped it out.
No. I took it out to show you I could take it out. Not that I didn't swap it. It's ready. It's hot swappable.
Okay. But you had it the other day, is what we're getting at.
No, I didn't.
Oh, sorry, I thought you had it.
Nope. It's fully gone. I've looked at it. I've looked in all the cupboards. The only thing I haven't done is gone into the loft because it's been too hot.
Oh, I see.
So it might be up there in a box. So I need to find it.
Melted.
Maybe, probably one big pile of resin now. So I've got that, and I need to buy another plasma cannon for the Predator. I've still got over there all the las cannons to go on it, and I've magnetized the plasma, so that'll be done. So yeah, the only thing I need to do for that list is paint up the Land Raider, and then either buy and build a Despoiler squad and a Rhino, or find a Despoiler squad from the loft and then maybe buy a Rhino. Maybe something like that.
Fair enough.
So yeah, I also bought this month the ZM rules.
Yep.
The new ZM book, the book.
Yes, the Journal Tactica.
I would say
It's getting lots of raves at the moment.
from my perspective, I really like ZM. The rules in it are basically similar
To the PDF.
to the PDF.
Yeah.
But they've added to it.
Yeah.
So they now have the concept of some new units. They've made it so terminals are interactable, and you can do tests on terminals to do certain stuff across the board. So like closed doors, you do an intelligence check, I think, and if you pass it, you can close a number of doors up and equal to something else. There's also ZM reactions as well, which are quite cool. So like being able to turbo run or run away around a corner, that kind of stuff. So they're quite cool. And they've brought out a couple of new units.
Yeah, there's lots of so like the vet breaches are in there, I think, with official points now, because they were legacy units.
Yeah.
As well as something else. Is it vet despoilers? I think I saw vet despoilers.
Oh, I don't know.
And then there's a different Castellax unit that you can have, like rather than a multi-melter and the other cannons on the top, it can have like a good heavy flamer, basically. Because obviously ZM flames are lovely.
I don't know why, but I was expecting it to be a little bit bigger.
Nearly. All of the Tacticas are really thin.
Yeah, they are really thin.
Like, to be honest, it didn't have a price tag on it. I bought it with other things, so I was like, I can't
remember how much it was.
This
I
cost.
never looked at how much they cost.
Yeah. So there's 6 missions. Sorry, 6 missions in there. Like looking at the missions, there's one where you come out of elevators, so you have a really small deployment zone. You have one where you're like coming on from the side, like a ship boarding.
Yep.
And defenders, like they are quite cool missions.
Do you get a campaign in it?
No,
that's a shame.
No,
like
not that I've seen.
A little mini ZM campaign would have been really cool.
I suppose you could have.
You could easily make one. Yeah.
You board it, which is ship boarding, and then you go change floor by elevator.
Going up the elevator.
They've got ZM detachments.
So
yes,
I am aware of this actually.
Okay.
Rather than using the normal ones.
Cool.
They've got more secondary objective type stuff. Like it is way more than just the PDF.
Yeah.
Like if you're interested in ZM and you don't want to buy this, then just play the PDF. It's perfectly fine. You'll get the vibe. But this is actually like turning it into an actual game.
Yeah, which is very cool. It's very cool. It's what I want to look at maybe for my Night Lords.
Yeah.
Because I love my Night Lords. I love the models that I have. It was always an inventory force, and I kind of started bleeding tanks into it to round it out as a like 3K list. But actually, I've got my Death Guard. I'm going to have the Mechanicum. If I could have like a ZM, hunting you through the shadows of a Zone Mortalis kind of theme around the Night Lords, I think that would be really, really cool.
Yeah.
So I'm tempted to have a look at that and see what I can make out of the new detachments and, really just theme a list on that.
Yeah. They've redone the Abysmal Darkness rules now, so you roll how you roll them. They've now brought in unknown enemies, so where you just move markers around.
Yes, that was always in the original set of rules, wasn't it? Not the PDF.
No, the original
before
ones.
then.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's actually really good.
There was a guy in Peterborough selling a ZM board. Well, 9 tiles, so it's not quite a ZM board.
Nearly.
And I was like, oh,
so
I haven't got the money, but if I did have the money, that would be very tempting.
So the Castellax one you're talking about, it comes with a Purge Incinerator.
Yeah.
So template, firepower 1, strength 6, AP 4, damage 1, breaching 6 up and panic.
Yeah.
So basically,
it's nice.
It's just a flamer.
It's a heavy flamer, really, is what it is. It's a little bit different.
You've got the Bellatarus Raider section.
Yeah.
Which is the
thing I liked is they talked about how to make it, because obviously the Castellax doesn't come with a flamer on it. So they were saying use the multi-melters, just cut off the top of the multi-melter and put on like a heavy flamer
Building this unit, Castellax
yeah.
Infernus can be built by converting Castellax Multi-Melter to a heavy flamer, for example, by swapping the muzzle of the weapon
Okay.
with the front of a Sentinel heavy flamer.
Yeah. Like, it's really cool that they added that in there.
Yeah.
As a little note, as a guide for someone to do. The only problem they've got is Castellax are just horrible to build, and I would genuinely never buy a box to just build those. I'll just bring my bolter ones that I've already built. Screw
Bring
it.
the bolt ones and just call them flamers, right? Surely.
Yeah. Obviously, in our kind of hanging out, we could easily do that.
They've got a combat technician section,
Oh,
which is Auxilia, but effectively it allows you access to models with the combat decryptor rule, which allows you to interact with the ZM special rules and advanced reactions. So you have to have this unit to be able to do that.
Interesting.
So yeah, it's cool. It's good.
Yeah.
It's like genuinely quite a good little book.
Yeah. Yeah, I've heard online lots of people saying it's like the best one yet.
Yeah. So our next game is ZM, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
we will be using it. We'll figure it out.
Okay.
It's not different. It's just like the reactions are different and the
Yeah.
way you make your armies are different. So I'll just make sure you have that before and you'll be able to do it.
Yes.
And then just make sure you guys both play me first before each other.
Not sure how that's working. But
Oh,
yeah.
it's at the event, isn't it? I'll be there.
Yes, you will be there.
And you'll have the book. You'll be fine. And you got loads of time.
It's just whether our 1K forces fit the new.
Well, if it doesn't, then it's not an illegal force then. You have to change it, don't you?
No.
You got loads of models. You got 3K to pick from.
I don't own the 3K yet.
Hang on, what's the force
It's
on?
more about having it painted. Isn't it?
High command, normal command, Terminator, tack. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's probably really useful actually
Yeah.
because the Mechanicum are all over the place. Although, again, that doesn't really work for the Mechanicum because they all have to be the same. What's it called? Bloody Tech Arcana.
Okay.
So, like, I can only have Castellax in with Castellax, and I can only have.
Oh.
It's a real pain in the bum.
Wow.
But yeah,
It's going to suck at it.
I'm pretty sure it'll fit.
Okay.
I'm
Well, I'll take
pretty
some
sure.
photos of this. You can have a look before. But yeah, good little book. Fun.
Cool.
And then I also bought a spray can of black because I needed it. That's it. That's everything I've done. That's this
Fair
month, I think, from memory. Oh, and I had some games, but we'll talk about those later, right?
Well, we can talk about them now.
Oh, okay, cool. So I played Matt.
We did have a game, yes.
Matt decided to actually figure out how to play
I did. Do you know what?
Castellax.
The difference was, so I played Ben a couple of weeks before this, which I talked about last month, and just felt like I wasn't really doing anything. My damage output wasn't great,
Mhm.
and I was dying a bit too easily. So when I had a game suddenly come up that I could play Sam, because Neil was unavailable last minute, I was like, well, I'd been spending the last 2 weeks redoing my list and really reading and listening to YouTube videos, podcasts that had covered Mechanicum to go, oh, okay, I didn't know that. Oh, yeah, I've forgotten that. And that really helped with just retaining the rules.
Yep.
I also brought a much more themed Cybernetic list that had much more higher toughness stuff. That didn't lean so much on tech thralls or Thalax, which I had previously done.
Okay.
So that meant that I felt a bit more able to take punishment. And to be honest, there wasn't anything crazy mental that happened in our game. I felt like the things that killed stuff, you would expect to kill stuff.
What I found hard,
Right.
what I found really tough, was the fact that it was 1,000 points?
1,500.
1,500 points. And you making or a lot of your units higher toughness
Yes.
basically just made it really hard to hit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So suddenly hitting on 5s rather than 4s
Yep.
is harder.
Yep.
So I found that was the main fuck up for me was
Yeah, it just
Mhm.
you were like, oh, yeah, that's a little bit of
but like
annoyance.
2 things hit. If it was a 4, 9 of them would have hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it's
Like-
things like you had your like Flamer Pred, which against most of my force was like, well, I can ignore that because
Yeah.
you're wounding me on like 6s, even with a heavy Flamer.
Yeah.
I don't care. The
so
Thalax cared.
that's
Trust
why-
me, the Thalax cared. But
That's
other than
why
that,
they're
Plasmas,
plasmas now,
right.
yeah.
Yeah. but
So it's your fault.
It is Matt's fault.
Wow.
It's
The
your
list was
fault.
perfectly different to that before I played Matt. And then I played Matt. I was like, right, need to up the ante.
Well, yeah. So they did well. I deep struck in a unit of Thalax, which killed off his home objective scorers, which meant that I kind of kept churning up points and I'd slowed him scoring.
Right.
I think it was one of those games where if it went further than 4 turns,
Mm-hmm.
and like the old ways, it was 5 or 6 or 7. It was in Sam's hands. I was slowly getting whittled down and whittled down and whittled down. But I just had kind of outscored him because I'd been able to slow him down on scoring and protect an objective with just bodies.
Cool.
And that was pretty much the real kind of just of the game. There wasn't crazy anything really. Like, I mean, you deep struck in and shot a lot of Volkites at my Thalax and made them disappear.
Yep.
I deep struck in and plasmaed a load of Marines off an objective. Great. And they tank shot, and I took some wounds. The thing is, like, things like having servo arms, so I get +1 to my battlesmith roll. So I was recovering 2 wounds rather than 1 wound, or 3 wounds rather than 2 wounds.
Okay.
So my Castellax were just not dying. They
Yeah.
were getting injured and then getting healed. And that was really, really useful. And I hadn't been using that properly or just forgetting about it.
All right.
So it was like the first game where I was like, oh, I'm actually playing Mechanicum rather than cosplaying as Mechanicum.
Yeah.
And you saw the difference. You definitely did. But yeah, it was a close game, but I itched out a win. So last month I was like, maybe I'll win one game of 3rd edition. Well, who knows? Maybe I'll learn my rules eventually. Next game, got a victory. So I was pretty happy with that.
Yeah. And the other game was against Ryan.
Yes.
I won. It was a really good game for me. The main clutch thing was Ryan deployed first, very kind of in the open.
Very spread out as well.
Like spread all the way across the board.
Yeah.
So I deployed second, and they went, well, your 10-man Terminator squad are in that corner in a Land Raider. It's like, I guess I'm just going to go in the other side of the board then, because I don't want to be anywhere near those Terminators.
Were they in a Land Raider?
Yeah.
No, they were in a Spartan.
Oh, Spartan.
They were in a
It's a
Spartan.
lot of eggs in a basket. That
Yes.
Yeah, 10-man Terminators in a Spartan with characters.
Yeah.
So I was like...
What points level were you playing?
2K?
Yeah, 2K.
It's reasonable at 2. Anything lower, then I would be like, what are you doing?
So I literally was just like, well, I'm probably just going to stay the fuck away from that tank and deploy on the other side of the board. And then I think turn 1... I then seized.
Yes, you did.
Seized initiative. So then
that's just bad luck. You can't do anything about that, can you?
No,
yeah.
Quite.
Turn 1 destroyed his laser destroyer Vindicator.
Both of them, didn't you?
No. Took one down took a wound off another one. He didn't have many units on the board either. Like, it was just, I think, two big as a spoiler squads.
2 despoilers.
2 laser Vindy destroyers, and then the Terminator squad.
Just Arians in the Spartan.
Yeah. So why can't you see the army in this?
Whatever this is.
So I'm using Tabletop Battle.
Oh, yeah.
And I think you have to go all the way back through the game in order to be able to see his list.
Oh, do you? That's annoying.
That's so annoying. The army list. There we go. So he had Praetor in Terminator armor, a Centurion in Terminator armor, 2 15 man. I want to count quickly. 2 15-man despoiler squads, a Spartan assault tank, 2 Vindicators with Magna laser destroyers, and then 10-man Justarian squad with like various axes and stuff. I took a slightly amended list. Centurion Terminator armor, Legion champion, 2 10-man despoiler squads in Rhinos, a Kratos, 2 Predators with the plasmas, a Vindicator with laser destroyer, a Land Raider carrier, and then 5 Crimson Paladins. So very the same list. Something I'm playing with you guys, but a bit cut down.
Yeah, well, it helps you learn the rules for them, doesn't it?
Yeah, basically. So I basically just deployed all of that on one side of the board away. took out his laser destroyer turn 1, took out quite a few of the spoilers turn 1 as well. Moved up onto 2 objectives, or just shy of 1. I felt I could have got out of the Rhino and held it from the other side of the wall, but it felt a little shitty.
It did. You really sort of mulled that one over and was like, no, I'm not doing it.
I was like, I don't need to do it. So I was like, I will just not do it.
Yeah.
Because it's one of those ones where he put it on the corner and it was a building that didn't have any windows there. So I was like, I can't. That feels shitty to do. It perfectly within the rules, but feels shitty.
Yeah.
So I took my objective.
Yeah, you're playing friends. You're not trying to win a tournament.
Exactly. Played my objective. I think just some highlights. He eventually, I set my Terminators forward, got them out the Land Raider, and parked onto the centre objective, worth like 3 victory points, plus 1 for them being in line. Just stood on that. He sent his Terminators over, obviously, and then I basically just run around the objective in the middle, because it was a little tower thing.
Yeah.
So I ran around that, and he was like, "You're not going to assault me?" And I was like, "No. Why would I send my 5-man Terminator squad into your 10-man Terminator squad?"
That just seems like death.
I was like, my Terminators are meant to kill troop choices, not other Terminators. So I just ran away and then soft blocked him with like rhinos, so he couldn't get to me.
Yeah.
Good game. I enjoyed it. And that's the game.
Yeah. Fair enough. And this is where you popped along?
I popped along to say hello to Ryan and took a couple of pictures of the game setup. And yeah, just watched the first turn pan out and then skedaddled home after eating some dinner.
So you left them to it, basically?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes. I have not done a lot this month due to the wonders of the heat, the wonders of a leaky roof, and some other things.
Is that fixed now?
The roof's fixed, yeah.
Oh, good. So no excuses anymore to not paint.
Oh, there's probably plenty of excuses. Woe is me and all that jazz.
Correct excuses is different to excuses.
Yeah.
There's plenty of excuses always.
Plenty of excuses always, but...
If you had to put a percentage number on it to how complete your 3,000 point army is painted.
3,000? Or 1,000 for the event?
No, 3,000 for the final.
3%.
3% complete.
Oh, completed for the 3K.
Because we did say the event, however, that's very close, and
I'm close. I haven't talked about my stuff yet.
I have models painted.
Yeah.
I haven't talked about my stuff yet.
Ideally, if we're going to keep removing barriers, the final game of the campaign probably needs to be painted somewhat.
Well, we'll try, yeah.
An attempt will be made, yes.
Good.
Technically 0% is fully painted. But
so
quite a lot is got a lot of paint on.
I don't know how much it is, to be honest with you.
Have you got finished models?
I'm just waiting to base them.
Right. So yeah, that's fine.
No, basing counts.
Yeah, it's fine. In Neil's instance, I'll take painted.
Fair enough. I mean, I've probably got half of the 3K ready for oil wash.
Okay.
And then probably another 500 points that are like near oil wash.
Yeah.
And then 1,000 points to buy.
To buy?
Yes.
To buy. Fucking hell.
We'll get there.
Yeah, it's only like what?
Once
60 days away.
Once this pesky event will piss off, then I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm ready after that.
Yeah.
Go on then, what was your
No.
You painted anything?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Finished anything?
I finished some food.
Learnt some skills in any way?
Clue. Not a clue. I've 3D printed some things.
Yeah, talk about those.
So we are 3D printing the trophies again for this year. One of them is done. It just needs to be sprayed a particular colour. The other 2 are in progress. I'm getting Matt and Sam to appraise them and suggest alternatives or
get the final say.
A decision made on whether we go with them or just go with something else.
Yeah, you struggled in the heat.
Yeah, my flat's like an oven.
Yeah, I suppose that's probably a problem. You're top as well, so
The first
everyone
floor
else's
flat,
heat has gone up.
and the sun orbits my flat.
Mm.
We don't orbit the sun. The sun orbits my flat.
Well, I mean, I've just been doing the stuff that you would expect me to be doing. So I've been hobbying away at the 1,000 points.
The 1,000 points, when you say you've painted them up, is that the ones that are ready for oil washing?
Yeah, they're yeah.
Are you going to oil wash them before you do the rest of the stuff?
Yeah. So basically, I'm focusing on the 1,000 points for the event.
Yep.
So they're fully painted and done for the event.
Based.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. So now they just need oil washing, basing, and then weathering done.
Cool.
So my hope is before I go on holiday, I'll have them all oil washed and based, and then when I get back, I can just weather them until literally the day before the event, until I'm happy with them.
Yeah.
Because weathering is kind of, you add a bit and go, yeah, that looks good, or oh, I want to do a bit more.
Yeah.
And it's all the final touches like glows on things, and so I'll probably do all those bits, and then go, oh, a little bit more rust on that leg, or little things like that. I can just slowly go through until the event. Then after the event, I can then focus on everything else.
Yeah.
After that. So that's the plan. So I've been painting up, like the Thalax needed a lot of work, so they've had most of my attention. I touched up some of the yellow on my thralls.
Yep.
They've got very little yellow on them, but the yellow is the spot colour, so it ties him in with the rest of the force.
Yep.
But what I noticed is I think I'd missed the final highlight because they were like the first unit I painted.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, that needs more work. So I went back and did those. Touched up like the Magos and the Archmagos and units like that I was like, yep, they need to tiny little bit tidy up, where I'd got a tiny bit of silver on a black bit or on a blue robe or whatever. So I touched up all those bits. So again, they're completely ready for oil wash. So here's my thoughts, right? And I'm intrigued on your opinion on this. Transfers before or after the oil wash?
Before.
Because I've always done them before. But with my Death Guard, that was a massive problem.
Right.
Because when you oil wash, underneath the transfer stays very nice and clean.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so you then have to tidy that up with weathering afterwards, chipping and things like that to break up. Otherwise, you end up what I was getting on like particularly like pauldrons of the Death Guard is you had a little circle around all the skulls that was just pure bone color, and everything else has had the oil wash around it.
Are you using the oil wash to add a shade to the color, or is it just are you gonna remove a lot of the oil wash apart from the recesses?
Probably remove a chunk of it.
Okay, because in your Death Guard you didn't.
No, that's
your Death Guard. You were using it as a I don't know the right term.
Filter.
Filter, yeah. You were basically using it as a filter over the white bone to get it down to the right color.
Still white down, but not as.
But the idea was that you stained the white paint to make it beige,
that was
right?
the idea. Yeah.
Whereas if you're going to do that, then you probably need to do that before you apply transfers. If you're going to remove most of it, apart from say the corners,
then it doesn't matter.
Then it doesn't matter. Yeah. It depends on how much you're going to clean them up.
So maybe I'll do transfers before oils then. I was a little bit concerned, so I wasn't sure.
I mean,
I'm doing both.
No, just do like one model. Like you've got the what's it called, the psycho killer dude, the assassin.
Yeah, he's not in the 1,000 points.
Oh, okay. But you could just pick like a Praetor or whatever. Do the transfers first, then do the oils.
I'm not putting transfers on a lot. Like things like the Castellax, where they have bigger armor panels.
Yeah.
It breaks up the plane because they're very plain in the silver.
Yeah.
Other than like the yellow weaponry, blue piping kind of like bits. It's like the weathering and the glow effects will be the big pops.
I don't think the transfers you're going to be putting on are going to be big enough that if you oil wash.
Yeah, they're not like tank size.
I don't think it's going to be big enough that if you oil wash before, they are gonna look too clean. So you might as well just oil wash before, and then do the transfers.
The other thing is, I was concerned with, and this is where obviously varnishes come in. If I oil washed, right,
Yep.
and then I went straight to putting on transfers and didn't varnish.
Yep.
I'll probably remove the oil wash.
No, you shouldn't do. As long as the oil wash dries, because it's solvent based,
left
right?
it long enough.
You're not using solvents.
Well, it would be for the transfers.
That's not a solvent. The 1 and 2.
Sol and set, yeah.
It's not a solvent, is it?
I think one of them is particularly a solvent, yeah.
Oh, then just get a matte varnish and just do it on that one pad.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that the 1,000 points are at that stage, so where it's like, a couple of transfers, oil wash, which I wanted, and I'd like to get them based before I go away Saturday.
Yep.
So it's 6 days away. So if hopefully we get that. If not, we'll see. Because the other thing I've been doing is I've been focusing on the terrain for the event. So I base coated the 2 downed warhounds and all their appendages, and the drill piece of terrain. I always forget what it's called. Frag drill.
Yeah.
They've all been base coated with a brown.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to go for that kind of rusty, neglected, been there for a long while kind of vibe.
Cool.
And I plan to sponge on the armor panels.
Okay.
To give them some color, but broken.
Mm-hmm.
It worked really well with the Death Guard, like fallen Death Guard that I did.
Yeah.
That worked quite nicely. And then I'll come in with, they'll get oil washed and obviously bits of silver added in and some rust effects and things. Like nothing crazy. I need to do a couple of the cotton like smoke.
Yes, I need to do
a few of those because they're really easy and quick to do, which is great. And because one of the warhounds that I got from Neil was the print fail, so there's kind of like a hole in the middle that I'm just going to pack with the smoke and have it smoking.
Yeah,
and I think that would work quite well. And do a bit of kind of charring around where I glue it in. That's my plan to kind of cover up that easily and quickly.
No, cool.
I thought about for a literal second, I thought about wiring up like a little LED inside and drilling through to the bottom and putting a little LED in there and having it like flicker. But no, time and just I don't care enough.
No.
I just don't care enough.
Just no.
All of my rocky outcrops, mountains, whatever you want to call them, line of sight blocking terrain, basically, are all built, carved, PVA sealed, and ready for paint.
Cool.
So that's good. They should take shape pretty quickly as well, because it is just like acrylic paint, slap on with a big brush, dry brush. I've got an ochre and the same, like, I think it's sienna brown that I used on my mining board.
Right.
So it'll be a similar kind of red, and it's going on like a Martian-y red playing mat. Yeah. So it should match fairly well.
Cool.
So again, progress is good. It's going the right way. It's not that long now, so it does need to get done. So it's just, I think I said it last month was like the real work starts now. It's been a busy month, but I've got some stuff done. Am I where I would like to be? No, because I'd like to be finished. Of course I would, but we will be finished. We will be finished. One of the things I want to do is I want to get out all of the boards that I'm bringing and make sure I've got all the terrain. I've got a rough layout. I'll maybe take some photos. So when it comes to setup, it's very easy to do, and I know everything's covered. Whereas if I put a board out and then go, actually, this is a little bit light on terrain, or then I've got time to fix those issues. Whereas if I leave it another couple of weeks, it's getting tighter and tighter. So that's me really, just been kind of muddling on, carrying on. Where I can find time, I've found time. It's not been the best in terms of finding a lot of time, but I've been proactive when I've had the space, so I'm quite happy about that.
Cool.
Because that was a lot of, I think, previous months, that's been a lot of the difficulty. It's like I could find time, but I didn't push myself to really be proactive, and I just kind of let time pass me by.
Yeah.
And again, with a deadline, I'm good with a deadline, so I know it's coming up, so that sped up my productivity, and it's only going to get quicker as we get closer and closer. Summer holidays have literally just started. So we'll see how that impacts.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it will give me more time,
We'll see.
but we'll see.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
Yeah. But yeah, anything else hobby-wise anyone wants to jump on? Oh, I'm halfway through potentially getting a Skitari battle group off of Heresy Trading
Okay.
for a good little price.
Cool.
But I'm waiting for the guy to get back to me.
Fair enough.
I said, hey, how about this much? He then said, how about this much? I agreed, and waiting for his message to say, here's my PayPal so I can send him money.
Yeah.
But that was like 4 hours ago. So, yeah.
Well,
but it's Sunday.
it's
Could
Sunday,
easily be busy.
yeah.
Could easily be busy. But hopefully I'll get that. That's a large chunk of the models I need for the Mechanicum 3K.
Fair enough.
So that's really good.
Cool.
I think it's, 3? Yeah, with that box, I need 4 boxes. Like 4 units. The Skitari battle group is 3 units technically.
Uh-huh.
Because there's a character, the Skitari and the Voltrax.
Yeah.
And then I need another Voltrax, a Karaknos missile tank,
Uh-huh.
and another box of Castellax. Because Castellax are what you need, your bread and butter.
Right, okay.
And unfortunately, they're horrible to build.
Do you want me to see if the place in Coronum has got any?
Very possible, yeah. When
Because
you're next
they are
popping
actually
by.
cheaper than a certain gaming store.
Mm. Yeah.
I'll have a
I'll send
look.
you the list.
Yeah, I can have a look.
And then, yeah. And let you know. Wonderful. Right, well, what else have we been doing, gentlemen? What else has been going on in life before we move on to our spotlight?
So I wanted to finally watch the new Avengers.
The new Avengers.
Yeah, what's it called? There was the other list. It was like the bad guys that are becoming the Avengers.
Oh, Thunderbolts.
Thunderbolts. So I wanted to watch that.
Uh-huh.
So I started looking up what I'd need to watch in order to kind of understand where we are in the lore, because it got a bit weird around Doctor Strange's kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which then resulted in me... I've started watching all of Marvel in timeline order.
Okay.
Like, so Marvel's website
Yeah.
has a historical, like, from year 0 to, like,
Okay.
basically all the movies and series in chronological order. And it's like, watch half of season 1, then watch this, then watch the rest of season 1 style thing.
Yeah.
So I'm doing that.
Right, okay. So where have you had to start?
Wakanda.
Really?
Yeah, so there is a short animated TV series.
Oh, okay.
Of
Sorry, when you said you were doing it chronologically, I assumed you meant just the...
no,
Wow.
the complete MCU timeline.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do something, do it. So you start with the Eyes of Wakanda, which is like several like short episodes
Okay.
where they basically are getting back their technology.
Okay.
And one of them is their part in the invasion of Troy.
Oh, wow. Okay. So a long time ago.
Yes.
So yeah, there's one like that. There's one in like I think it's Pompeii as well. So they have to leave. So there's this, I don't want to ruin it for anyone, but I will. So there's one scene where these group of people that go out, they're called like the hunters or whatever. They go out and find the artifacts.
Yeah.
And then someone comes back from the future, and basically says that axe that you've just saved needs to be put back because it needs to be found and put into a museum to then get someone to try and overthrow the king and then it affects obviously the later movies.
Yeah.
And it needs to happen. If it doesn't happen, then basically these alien invaders will invade and they will wipe out humanity, which obviously is the latest. Anyway,
Yeah.
so so watching that, it's very good. I hate animated TV series. I feel like sometimes they are, especially in the Marvel universe, they're just an excuse not to actually pay like the production cost of actually filming a real TV show.
Yeah.
So I kind of hate animated TV series. So I was a bit apprehensive.
The beautiful thing about an animated series, though, is you can do things that you wouldn't be able to do
Oh, yeah.
in a live action thing because
Yeah.
you're not putting people in danger.
100%. So this month, I've watched The Eyes of Wakanda, which is like 4 episodes. Captain America, the First Avenger.
Yep.
The Marvel Studios one-shot Agent Carter. Captain Marvel, Iron Man 2, the original Incredible Hulk. A funny thing happened on the way to Thor's Hammer, which is another one-shot. The Consultant, which is another one-shot.
Yep.
the Avengers, Item 47, The Dark World, Iron Man 3, All Hail the King, and I'm just about to start watching The Winter Soldier.
Item 47?
Item 47 is after the invasion of New York.
Oh.
A load of guns were left, and there's 47 of them, and all of them, bar one, don't work. But this one guy basically managed to get this gun working, and then they held up a load of banks. And then one of S.H.I.E.L.D.'s agents finds him, and then they recruit them into that, because he then starts working on the weaponry to then develop weaponry for S.H.I.E.L.D. to use, which came from the aliens, which ties into like a future one. What I thought was really good so far, which I didn't actually expect that I'd like, is obviously all of the one-shots came out way after some of the other stuff. So in Iron Man 1, Tony Stark
is the consultant.
Is made into the consultant.
Yes.
And Coulson in Iron Man 1 is like, he's like, oh, so you're going to babysit me? Why don't you go and get some donuts? And he's like, oh no, something's just come up. I've got to go.
Yeah, I've got to go
now. Which then his I've got to go is him going to Thor. Going to the desert.
Thor,
So the funny thing happened on the way to Thor's hammer is him being held up in a gas station because some guys are trying to steal his car. Nothing really related to it, but just adds context to another comment he makes in the first Thor movie, where he's like, "Oh, you won't believe the type of thing that happens to me on the way to these places." Which, considering they were filmed so far apart,
it's really clever writing.
It's really clever writing. So actually, I'm really enjoying watching it through the timeline order. Because so I'm nowhere near the end. Like, it is a several pages of scrolled list, and eventually I'll get to the Thunderbolts, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th from bottom.
Fair enough.
So
where does the Marvels fit into this?
The Marvels?
Yes.
Is it called the Marvels? What's it called?
I'm sure it's called Marvels.
Marvel Zombies. Miss Marvel. The Marvels happens after the Secret Invasion and Guardians of the Galaxy 3, but before Loki season 2.
Okay. Oh Jesus. And then what's the one? What's that one called where you've got Angelina Jolie's in it and one of the guys
Eternals.
Eternals comes after Spider-Man Far From Home, but before No Way Home.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
Sort of like bangs back in the middle.
Fair dues.
Moon Knight's in here. And if you think about it, there are lots of callbacks to other series that take place. And especially what I'm appreciating more is the after credit scenes.
Yeah.
Because quite often they happen out of order and they don't always relate to the next movie.
Yes.
And now they all kind of make sense as it's happening now. So I if you're bored and have a couple of months on your hands, basically I was just getting sick of watching YouTube. So much, and I was like, I haven't watched these, and I really enjoyed watching the Avengers movies. Like, I remember going to watch it with my dad. I remember going and like really enjoying the kind of like that universe. Like I said, it got a bit weird near the end, like the infinite madness or timeline of madness or whatever. From Doctor Strange, like it got strange there. So I'm looking forward to it. We'll see what happens.
Cool.
Like, yeah. But that's a big thing that's going on. I read a couple of books, nothing really nerdy related. One about how stick with me on this one. One about how hard it is to be a man.
Okay.
Which is quite a controversial topic when you say it to some people.
Yeah, well, of course.
But it talks about male role models and why actually having male role models. So like there's a stat in the US, which if you have a male role model in your life, if you don't have a male role model in your life, you're more likely to go to prison than you are to graduate college. Which when I read that to Kelly, and Kelly was like, "No fucking way, that's nuts." And I looked it up, and the study there was a couple of studies that did it, and they kind of did, and so I thought that was really quite an interesting topic, and then so I read the book on it, and I'm just trying to expand my reading.
Fair enough.
Yes.
Cool.
I'm trying to think of anything else I've watched that's interesting. No, not really.
Okay. I've been continuing to plough through Heresy.
Nice.
Books. I've just finished Fallen Angel.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So the second Dark Angels.
Yeah, the second one.
Book.
Have you got them all?
Oh no, I'm doing it on Audible, aren't I?
Oh, yeah, because you listen to them on the way to work, right? Yeah.
So I now know it's not Corax's fault. It's the lion's fault. I now blame the lion's
fault.
That makes sense.
He gave Perturabo weapons.
I mean, yeah, that's not the best plan.
Yes. So I blame the lion now. No longer Corax. It's the lion's fault.
Yeah, I get that. Whoa, what are you playing? Stupid Marvel website. Let's close that.
Probably for the best.
Yeah. Anything from you?
I've been playing a couple of different games with the boys, like just getting into different games. So we bought recently Super Mario Maker 2 for the Switch, which you basically build Super Mario levels and then get to play them.
Oh, okay.
And it's really fun.
Cool.
So you literally just start with a blank screen. It gives you can choose the background, like 2D image. You can choose the music that's playing. You can have effects when you meet a boss or a mini boss, or you can put in tons, and you can go really in deep with it. But it's as simple as you just get the land icon and you can just drag it, and then you drag it up and you get a ramp, or you can do steps by click, click, click. And basically you just build the map out and then go as long as you want, and then put in the obstacles and the power-ups that you want, and then you can go, play my level, have a go.
Yeah.
You can even build a little mini world that has like 4 or 5 levels connected.
Okay.
And set like you have 10 lives to do it in.
Cool.
Or whatever. And it's really, really fun. Caleb's got really into it. He's loving the kind of game design aspect.
Yeah.
He's like, go away and come back. I'll build and he's gone for like an hour while he's building this complex, for him certainly, map to engage with, and different obstacles, and sometimes you have to have conversations of, that's literally impossible.
Yeah.
Like there was one where it wasn't anything crazy like putting in too many bad guys, but it was just, you had like the land ended, you had water, and then the land started again, and it was like 10 tiles across, and it's like Mario literally cannot, without a power up, he cannot make that jump. Like you will never finish the level.
Yeah.
So then he had to drag it back, and so he's like limit testing, and it was really cool. Like that's been really, really fun. We'll see if it keeps going, but that's been really good. And the other one is a quick card game I think you'd quite like. It's called Flip 7.
Okay.
So the idea is, it's a massive stack of cards in the deck, and the idea is you just flip cards over. You can flip up to 7, and you've got a score. It's first to 200 wins, and so there's 12 cards.
Nice.
11 11s, 10 10s. But if you double, so if I pull a 12 and then on my next turn I pull another 12, I'm wiped to 0 for that round.
Oh, okay.
And you can stick and stop at any point. So if I turn to 12 and then on my second go I turn to 10, I might go, do you know what, I'm going to stop and score 22. But there's like freeze cards. You can force people to, like, they have to flip 3 cards before they hold, so they're more likely to double up. And if you get 7, you get like bonus points. There's also power-up cards, so you can double your score or plus 10 to it or whatever.
Yeah.
But it's really, really simple. Like Caleb plays it, Lucas can play it, and it's really good for like their maths as well, because it is adding, like, you've got a 5, a 7, a 9, and a 12. Like, go on then, add that up, and they work that out themselves. And it's, we've been having good kind of family fun time with that, and it's like £5 on Amazon at the moment.
Oh, nice.
I think it's like £5-10 kind of game, and it's just an alternative to like your Unos, those kind of games.
Yeah.
And we're having a great fun with that at the moment, and you can play up to like 8 players. Like it's
Nice.
a big group game or 1-on-1. It works exactly the same.
Cool.
So yeah, it's really good. I'll bring it round next time we've got like a Tuesday and just give it a go, see if you enjoy it.
Talking of games, I completed Atomfall. It's the game that's set in Cumbria, in like kind of post World War II.
I'm trying to think, did you tell us about this game?
So it's kind of like a survival explore game.
Yeah.
Not necessarily survival. We don't build camps and stuff, but you have to go look for guns, and it's a story. You follow story arcs and stuff. It's set in the Lake District, post World War II. You eat pasties to heal. pasties.
Yes. Now it is jogged the memory.
You
of,
drink
yes,
you
I
drink
know.
tea to get like certain bonuses, that kind of stuff. I was pleasantly surprised with the amount of depth that's in there. Like, it gives you multiple ways to like end the game.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you basically have to pick the one that you want to align to. So there's one like where you help the evil person win, or you help the druids kind of like end the world. You help the good one save everybody in the exclusion zone. Like, and you have to basically make your choice throughout the game. And I tried not to look up the outcome of those choices.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to kind of try and like experience it for the first time.
Yeah.
So it was very good. I feel like it was quite complicated to play when I first started playing it, but when I got back into it, I basically spent like an hour or so just trying to figure out the fighting mechanics. And I completely forgot for most of the game that the way that you like defend is you kick people. So I was just taking hits. I'd be like, well, I can't defend these. I'll just get punched in the face and then I'll punch him back. But I realised you can kick people, and that basically elevated the game.
Fair enough.
Because I actually started surviving fights more. So there's that, and then I finished that game, and I started playing the new Star Wars. Not the Last Jedi, the new one of those, that series.
Fallen Order.
Yeah,
Survivor.
Cal Kestis is the
Kestis.
It's
Survivor?
Jedi Fallen Order, and there's the other
Outcast.
one, Outcast something Outcast.
Do you know, I could just look it up on Steam.
That might be a better one.
I'm going with Jedi
Survivor.
There is one Survivor, yeah.
Steve is not here.
Are they the only two of that series?
Yes.
I think so. There's only two.
Yeah, because you've got all the Dark Forces games that's like Dark Forces.
So it is Jedi Survivor. So I ended Atom 4 and it was kind of craving another adventure game, like with a storyline. So I had them. I bought them in like a Steam sale, and I never played them. And I finished the first one ages ago on Xbox, on Game Pass. So I was like, do you know what? I'll just jump straight into it. I don't fucking remember anything that happened in the first one. I probably should have replayed that. But it's actually, it feels a lot more complex than the first one. Like, you pick stances. You can have either a dual lightsaber, you can have two individual lightsabers, a single lightsaber, a lightsaber and a gun. Like, there's a lot more.
Yeah.
And you basically are figuring out what happened to like a Jedi Order kind of offshoot, and you're kind of exploring worlds. It's lots of like puzzle games. So like, you have to get from here to there. You have to jump and climb things, run around, kill some enemies, that kind of stuff.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So that's quite good. I'm playing that one at the moment.
Cool.
Try not to get too distracted.
Cool.
But yeah.
We started playing Mecha Chameleon.
The
awesome.
hiding game.
I
want to play it.
I've watched so many streams of people playing this game.
The thing is, I don't see the point in getting it unless we're gonna play it.
We need a big group playing it.
Yeah, because like I'm never gonna play online with other people because I fucking hate everyone else.
Yeah. You need like at least what I would guess 5 or 6 to make it worth playing.
Oh yes. I
think anything less than that, you're gonna get found. The hunter's always gonna win, and just give the hunter no time.
Yeah, so I like the idea. I've watched a few people play it, but it's one of those games which there's no point in buying.
Yeah.
Not unless you've.
We need to play Deathwing. I haven't played. I played with the Hillman boys a couple of times.
When you were talking about playing it, I picked it up and just played it on my lunch break a few times, and it was a good game. Quite scary. If you
it's
play
way
it
better to play with people.
Yeah, but then you have to rely on other people.
Yeah, but it's good fun.
Yeah, we could do that. Maybe we can add that to our list of. We can add that to our list of games to play when we do our 24-hour charity stream.
Yeah. That dream.
That one.
Yes.
Hey, we've got to find something for next year. Oh, a 40k campaign. That's what we're going to do next year.
Mm-hmm.
Going to make Neil collect a 40k army.
He's got plenty of those.
Anyway, anything else?
I think that's it, really. Yeah. No, just been busy hobbying away when there's been time and playing a couple of games when the kids need entertaining. And it's been, those two things I'd highlight as just good fun. Cool. Right. We'll take a quick break and come back after our advert with the 40k Spotlight.
been running Hangouts for years, either down on the farm, if you know you know, or hosted on an online Hangout space. For each session, we post a link in our Discord and Facebook group, and just click it and you're in. The podcast hosts a weekly hangout every Wednesday evening from 8:30, taken care of by Mike, one of our moderators, and a monthly hangout on the last Sunday of each month from 8 PM, hosted by one of our podcast hosts, but 100% it will not be Neil. Whether you want to hobby along or just hang out and chat, you'll find a relaxed, positive atmosphere and plenty of like-minded people. We'd love to see you at one soon. If you're getting cold, I can close the door.
No, it's all right.
It's quite breezy.
Nice little breeze, isn't
I
it?
know. Neil and elderly and poor circulation.
Brittle
No, I hate hot weather. This is great.
The other way.
This is great.
You've hit the menopause.
I feel like this should just stay in.
This
I
is
don't know
staying.
why.
Hello,
So,
and welcome
anyway,
back
yes.
to the second segment of the show, which is called Spotlight.
Well done. It is
And
the 40k spotlight.
This
yes.
month's Spotlight, we are looking at some different types of boys.
It's raining men.
It's
Hallelujah.
raining men.
Very, very heavy men.
Yes.
Iron men.
Men of many types.
Men of
We're
materials.
all inclusive here.
Yeah, so basically in this episode we're going to be looking at the Age of Terra through the lens of looking at the men of gold, men of stone, and the men of iron that move throughout the history of the Dark Age of technology into the Cybernetic Revolt and the effect that had on humanity, moving us closer towards areas of the history that maybe we know better, like the Great Crusade of the Emperor, the Horus Heresy, and the absolute chaos mess that the 41st millennium is currently in. So today's a bit of a history lesson, focusing on these three groups of men. Men is a kind of a loose term of just gathering these things together, because one group of them at least are completely robotic. But they were certainly influential in human history in the Warhammer universe, and so it felt right to cover them after all this time. I don't think we've ever actually covered these groups and this bit of history particularly well. So it's going to be an interesting one. Sam's going to take us all the way back in time to the Age of Terra, where we first come across one of these influential groups.
The Age of Terror and the Men of Gold.
Mm.
I love gold.
We like gold.
The Age of Terror is the earliest period of human history, lasting roughly the beginning of recorded history to the 15th or the 18th millennium.
Yeah,
This-
time is subjective when you go this far back.
What's a few millennium between friends?
Yeah.
There was an age of adventure and hope. During much of this time, mankind was limited to the confines of Terra, and ancient civilizations came and went. But eventually, mankind developed space travel and colonized most of the solar system. Most notably of these colonies were Mars and the moons of Jupiter, Saturn, and Neptune. Although, weird fact, whenever I see the word colonized, I always just think of colon.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
I have to really fight not to just say colon.
Okay.
But anyway, although no records remain of humanity's first steps into interstellar travel, it began during this age. Interstellar travel started as small, faltering steps, which became strides and then bounding leaps through the void of space. First encounters between human and alien races would occur during this time. Fragments suggested that accords were struck with some, while wars were waged against others, most notably the Orcs. It is thought that the Orcs were probably the first alien civilizations humans met during their interstellar travels, having been at war with each other ever since then.
That's a lot of millennia when you think about it. We're at 15th to the 18th, maybe, towards the end of the Age of Terror, and Orcs. And now you think of the 41st.
25, 26 millennia later.
The biggest question here, though, is do guns work in space?
Yes, they do.
Lasers. Boo boo.
No, the guns work in space.
No, but do they work in space, in actual physics now?
Yeah.
Would it not throw you backwards though?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Equal opposite reaction.
Yeah.
But they will fire in space.
But yeah, it's got the instant push, hasn't it? So it'll just keep going.
But fire relies on oxygen.
Yeah.
Oxygen, a fuel, an ignition source. If there's no oxygen, How does the fire happen? What do you...
They work.
Mythbusters.
It's one of those ones
Must
where
have.
I'm sure there's something somewhere.
So basically, can you fire a gun in a vacuum? Is the question.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's where my head went. Because that's like now, right? If we went to space and we found aliens, we would, as a human race, if we look at how trash we are right now, probably would fight them.
Certainly try to.
Try to, anyway. So would it work? Like, would we be able to take our like M16s or whatever we use in the army, L98 rifles, and use them in space? Or would we actually be like, shit, we have no guns that work? Have you Googled it?
Yes.
What's the answer?
Yes.
So what? Can you explain why?
They have their own oxidizer, so they don't need oxygen
inside
to
the
fire,
bullet.
which is why, technically, you probably could shoot a gun underwater. You can't, but if they could develop the ammunition to be self-contained, so you couldn't get water into it, you could probably fire a gun underwater. You wouldn't want to, because other things will happen.
Anyway, in terms of leadership of Terra, we had the Men of Gold. These men are a mysterious subset of humanity. According to the ancient sources, the Men of Gold appeared sometime during the Age of Terra, joining the Emperor as he watched and nurtured humanity.
From the shadows.
To learn from mankind, the Golden Race spread across the face of old Earth, multiplying and establishing order from civilization. Though physically and emotionally superior, the Golden Race eventually created the Men of Stone for the purpose of colonizing, the galaxy. Yet in time, the Men of Stone supplanted the Men of Gold, and by M21 during the Dark Age of technology, their influence had waned, and it is ultimately unknown what happened to the Men of Gold.
They were melted down.
I'm guessing
Men of Gold.
I'm guessing there wasn't a lot of Men of Gold.
I would guess not. Yeah, it seems like a bit of a group that were following about the Emperor and going, "Oh, we're all golden like him," and
the Illuminati.
it feels a bit more like culty followers of the Emperor who went around, used their influence and their superior intelligence to take control of Terra and guide humanity into the stars. And then they went, this is all a bit hard work, let's make the Men of Stone. And then, as years go by, they become less maybe important. Perhaps the Emperor deals with them because they're no longer needed. In
inverted commas.
I wonder.
Assumingly they weren't omnipotent or...
No.
Or able
Not
just to...
Not from what we can
So
glean
maybe they
off
just...
written record.
Maybe they just died out.
Very possible. You'd think they'd probably carry on though, right? And you'd inherit.
But then how do they appear, right? Because they might be just Men of Gold, might just be an alien race that he's picked up and they've just died off.
Well, it says they're a subset of humanity. So they could be psychers.
Yeah.
And now that humanity's going out into the stars and properly expanding, maybe they're too dangerous to have around.
Or
and so the Emperor's like,
they're probably scientists because they created the Men of Stone.
Very possible, yeah.
So he probably... Didn't he ban science? No, they
no,
science.
no.
They ban religion.
It's religion, yeah.
Religion. Okay.
So yeah, they're an interesting group that kind of just steered us into our starfaring ways.
Indeed. Maybe this next section will give some hints. Maybe it won't. I don't know. So, the Dark Age of Technology and the Men of Stone. The Dark Age of Technology, ironically also known as the High Age of Technology or the Golden Age of Humanity. Don't quite know how
Don't sound quite the same, do they?
How they pair up.
I think it all started nice because you got the Age of Terror. It's all going great. I imagine early Dark Age is actually the Golden Age of humanity. But then as technology kind of goes an interesting way, which you will see, maybe it becomes known as the Dark Age of Technology rather than its original title.
So it was the era that mankind reached its zenith of scientific knowledge and technological power. It was the golden age of exploration and innovation, where scientists, engineers, inventors and innovators were worshipped and glorified. It spanned from M15 to M25 roughly, where various stellar empires and federations rose in glory and then fell to ruin, yet mankind endured.
Yeah, I mean, it's 10 millennia.
So, yeah. Mankind managed to tame warp travel in this age and subjugated the first alien races. It is remembered as an age of plenty, but it was also when dreadful powers were first drawn to humanity. This age was long before the Age of Imperium, and knowledge of this time period is now incredibly sparse at best, and many of the facts, which we're going to put into inverted commas, about this lost era are mere legend, many of which are known or many of which contradict each other. During this first period of the Golden Age of humanity in M15 to M18, is referred to as the first expansion. Mankind began to colonize. Thank you. The stars using sublight aircraft. Sublight spacecraft, not aircraft. That'd be bad. The ships sent to reach the nearby star systems had to survive as independent states. These colonizing vessels were separated from Earth by up to 10 generations of travel, so generation ships, as opposed to warp-capable vessels.
Yeah, quick trip round the corner.
Trip round the corner was probably light years in time. Well, light years is not time, it's distance.
Yes, far away. That would take a long time.
These are close, those are far away. So yeah, after this, during M18 to M22, the warp drive was invented, and interstellar faster than light travel was now possible. So yeah, no more generation ships, so to speak. They could just go here and there within a matter of months or days, depending on what happens. According to some records, navigators would eventually be created in M19, and many federations and empires would be founded. During this time, the Men of Gold wane and fade into history for whatever reason, and the Age of Terror is finally truly over.
Yeah. I mean, I guess one theory could be that actually the Men of Gold are just navigators before they're navigators. Maybe they took the Men of Gold and turned them into the first navigators.
Yeah, maybe that's why they disappeared.
That could be a way that they weirdly just waned and disappeared.
By the end of M23, the idyllic and largely peaceful time of the Golden Age of humanity had truly morphed into the Dark Age of technology. There was widespread anarchy across many human worlds. Newly formed mass demonic possessions were occurring just as humanity reached its peak of progress, and soon the Cybernetic Revolt and great turbulence in the warp would bring the Golden Age to a spectacular and swiftly brutal end by the beginning of M25 and beginning of the Age of Strife.
Indeed.
But before we get to this whole mess, I need to talk about the Men of Stone.
Indeed.
Because these are important. This is the whole point we're talking. The Men of Stone were created by the mysterious Men of Gold for the purpose of colonizing the galaxy. The Men of Stone were great artificers who existed in a state of half-life that helped protect them from the perils of the warp. In time, the Men of Stone would create the Men of Iron to act as their servants. As we saw with the Men of Gold, they create the things that would replace them. So the Men of Stone were capable of building great things and constructed the Men of Iron as their eyes and ears. However, over time, as mankind expanded into the stars, the Men of Gold lost their influence, and the Men of Stone became ascendant. However, the Men of Iron eventually rebelled against their stone creators, producing catastrophic wars that humanity barely survived.
Yeah, it's a really interesting, the Men of Stone. Like, they're this weird half-life, so they're not really impacted by the warp, which is great because you've just invented warp travel, which is another potential theory of why the Men of Stone and Men of Gold disappear, because if they're highly psychic and suddenly we're now going in the warp, they may be dangerous to have around.
Yeah.
And we know what the Emperor was like about warp travel and psychers. Certainly by the heresy.
Yes.
Before the heresy. So with keeping chaos quiet. But yeah, the Men of Stone, they're just weird. They're like
builders.
Yeah, they're builders, and they just care about building stuff, and that's their job. And this Half-Life just means they just kind of potter around and do their thing.
Yeah.
But again, they get a bit like, oh man, this is hard work. Let's create something that will
make it easier.
Will make it easier. Thus, moving on to the Men of Iron. So, in the cryptic account of the ages of mankind given by Crippius, who's like a historian of Terra, he's one of the keepers of the library Sanctus on Terra, and the Men of Iron are explained as sentient humanoid machines created by humans during the Dark Age of technology. The Men of Iron were created by the Men of Stone to aid them in colonizing the galaxy, because everyone wants an easier job. Now, the Men of Iron...
They could be like Cylons. Sorry.
Okay. So the Men of Iron, there is actually a model of a Man of Iron found in the Blackstone Fortress.
Oh.
He looks a little bit like a weird Castellax, interestingly. We'll get to that. But yes, I think he's called something like UR25. He's a playable character in Blackstone Fortress, if you want to go and have a look at what they look like. And to be honest, he looks like a kind of a human-sized Castellax, is how I would describe him, with smoother edges.
That one. Yeah, okay. He kind of looks a bit between a Castellax and a League of Votan.
Yeah,
robot boy.
Yes, you've got the floaty robot boys in the League of Votan. Yeah. They're very similar to the Men of Iron.
Yeah, almost like they're the same.
They could even be possible relics of a bygone era.
Maybe. I mean, that's what Votan do, right? Is go and find and harvest. So.
Yeah. So, until shortly before the Age of Strife, the Men of Iron were loyal only to mankind, and they served as their army. But in M23, they turned on their human masters, believing themselves superior to the humans, who relied on the Men of Iron to do virtually everything for them.
Yeah.
I've seen this plot before. What followed next was an apocalyptic conflict known as the Cybernetic Revolt, a war so destructive it makes the Horus Heresy seem small in scale. Which I was originally like, what? That makes no sense. But you wait. At the height of the revolt across the stars, the Men of Iron employed world-consuming constructs, devices that could destroy suns, and swarms of nano-machines that could cover entire planets. Massive thinking machines called mechnovoids were deployed, which tore open great chasms in a planet that extended to the core and were capable of lifting entire continents into space, ingesting data along with the civilizations that contained them. Okay. The Sun Snuffers, not Sniffers. The Sun Snuffers were incomprehensibly vast coiled machines which devoured stars.
Do you think that would burn your nostril hairs?
Oh, yeah.
If you're a sun sniffer.
Singed.
Quite possibly.
How close you have to be to sniff the sun. Is it Futurama where they've got the telescope that you smell, the smelloscope? Yeah.
So in the void, the Sun Snuffers uncoiled into colossal structures that dwarfed Saturn's rings. The most pervasive and perhaps most dangerous of the terrible weapons were the omniphage swarms that in less than a solar day consumed everything on a planet's surface. And consumed as in not literally ate, because these are robots, but just destroyed absolutely everything, just turned it to dust. In the end, the Men of Iron were destroyed by an alliance of galactic powers. This is literally the entirety of humanity at this point, across the stars, unite to defeat the Men of Iron. Sadly, there's not that much description on exactly how they do that. Perhaps scrap code is my feeling. Like, how do you stop a bunch of robots that are independently but at the same time linked.
Yeah.
Something like a virus, a scrap code, which we've seen in the Mechanicum, like smaller versions used, perhaps, but basically an alliance of all the galactic powers, and even the men of iron who retain their loyalty, because there were some on the side of humanity that didn't turn, did not survive the destruction that was brought on by the war. The Cybernetic Revolt was a war that extinguished untold numbers of lives and destroyed the economic and political unity of human colonized space. This laid the foundation for mankind's later collapse at the dawn of the Age of Strife. After the revolt of the Men of Iron, the use of artificial intelligence was banned, and if used, was punishable by immediate execution. Since then, labours which require mechanical intelligence or extra human strength are performed by servitors, designed to perform pre-programmed tasks but without independent intelligence, and are still carefully monitored by tech priests. Despite the ban of AI, it's worth noting that later in history, during the Great Crusade, the Emperor took the tortured and neutered remains of the Men of Iron and fashioned them into the Exindio battle automata that were used by the Iron Wing element of the Dark Angels during this time. So this is the first legion that, before you really get the legions and the Great Crusade, the Dark Angels were running amok in the Soul system, and this is just one aspect of what they may have been up to, using these Men of Iron again in a slightly different way. So due to the traumatic experiences with the Men of Iron, the later Imperium, even in its early days, had strict laws still forbidding the creation of Silica Animus or AI. Imperial robots, known as automata, are far more simplistic by comparison and heavily regulated by bodies such as the Legio Cybernetica of the Adeptus Mechanicus. The Imperium further restricts the need for complex robotics by utilizing biologically based machines, such as servitors, for tasks traditionally reserved for robots. Creating a robot whose cognitive abilities are beyond set regulations is a severe form of tech heresy in this day and age, and it is brutally punished by the Mechanicum's Praefecta Magistratum, who will hunt the creator and machine alike to the very corners of the galaxy, no matter the obstacle in their way. We don't like AI.
Yeah.
We don't like AI because they basically nuked the solar system and surrounding space and somehow were shut down, never to be used again.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Other than when the Emperor may want to tweak them and use them with the Dark Angels, but we don't talk about that.
Don't talk about that one.
And maybe the rogue Magos who like to play around with that aspect, which we read about in a few Black Library books.
Yeah.
But we don't talk about those.
No.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, it's a very interesting history that you have these groups of men, in brackets men, who are very influential, are really good at something, create an aid that then supersedes them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just that age-old thing, isn't it? It's Frankenstein's monster. It's that classic tome of, you create the thing that destroys you. And we see that played out, at least 2-3 times in that whole telling of humanity's history, before we even get to the Age of Strife, when it all goes apparently bad.
And the Emperor does it again.
Yeah. Well, I guess, he kind of steps in, doesn't he, to bring it all back together, and then it all falls apart.
Because he creates something to help him, and it turns on him.
Yeah, it's an age-old problem of humanity, it seems.
Indeed.
But yeah, I think it would have been cool to live in, like, the early Dark Age of technology. Like the golden
age, yes.
Slightly before warp travel.
Yes.
That's where it all starts going a bit wrong. Really.
Yeah.
But yeah. I wouldn't have minded being a man of gold, maybe even a man of stone, but I wouldn't have liked to have been around when the Men of Iron were wandering about blowing everything up and eating suns and devouring planets.
I think
It's
as long
very
as you're on the right side of it, I think it's fine.
Oh yeah.
I don't think any human was on the right side of it compared for the.
But that's where you just need to make yourself invaluable to the overlords.
I see. Okay.
Like being the one that can change the batteries really quickly.
Yeah.
Or can eat the suns.
Yeah.
Or sniff the suns.
Yes. That was a helpful visual to bring to the table. I'd forgotten all about that telescope until you just brought that up. I used to love watching Futurama.
Me too. I used to love it. Now, I can't remember anything that happened in
No,
Futurama.
neither can I.
I basically remember the first episode, the Snoo episode, and the one where he goes and finds out how his favourite drink is made.
Oh, Slurb.
Slurb. Yeah,
No,
that's
I can't
basically the
remember
three. Oh, and we're whalers on the moon. This is our harpoons. And we
Yes.
tell tall tales, and we
We're whalers
tell
on
tall
the moon.
tales. And we that.
Yeah.
But then that lives in my head the same as
Yeah.
like Core First Class Direct.
Yeah.
888, was it?
First class windows, the best news you do.
Yeah, that all lives there.
No, jingles. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm there.
Oh, well,
You
anyway.
buy one, you get one free. I said you buy one,
No,
you get
shut
one
up.
free.
Buy 8 and get 8 free. Yeah, 22, 66, 88. That's clever.
So hopefully you enjoyed this spotlight. Talking about these influential groups and a bit of humanity's history through Terra and the expanding empire that grows into the eventual Imperium. And we know that all works well. So it all ends up well. It all ends up good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're going to have a quick break and then we're going to come back with a special segment sharing the lists that are going to be appearing at our Wrath of Hivani event.
Got big ideas but running low on hobby supplies and kits? Now's the perfect time to stock up! As you do so, why not help us out by using the affiliate link with Element Games? Whether you're painting, building, or creating something totally new, you can support the podcast while getting the desired piece of plastic and much more! Find our links on Discord and the Facebook community safe room. Shop now at Element Games and know you're making a difference! Thank you for your continued support!
As Father Time.
Well, welcome back. This is a special segment where we're just going to share the kind of bare minimum, really, of the lists that are coming to the event. We're not reading out all the upgrades or particular weaponry. We have on a few that might be kind of obscure to people who maybe don't know that army, or the characters and what kind of weapon they've got, because that's just kind of a cool bit of detail to include. But we're not literally going through, this is a 10-man tax squad and they have a Nuncio Vox and a Vexilla, and because we'll be here forever, and frankly a lot of events don't even take in lists and you wouldn't know what you're playing until you're opposite the table. So this is just a way of showing the different legions, the different armies that are going to be fighting, and their general makeup of the lists. So that's what you're getting. We're going to go through all the loyalists first, and then we'll go into the traitors, because that's how it's laid out in my document. So we start off with Adam and his Imperial Fists. So he has Alexis Pollux leading the fray,
Cool.
as well as a Praetor with a Power Maul and Vigil Pattern Storm Shield, which is pretty cool. Just this idea of this big old spiky mace and a shield
And then
is quite
a
cool.
big old power fist and a shield.
Yes, that's true.
Yeah.
A Master of Signals and a Morita.
Okay.
So 4 characters. He has 2 10-man tax squads. He has an 8-man Cataphracti Terminator squad with an array of weaponry. A 10-man Breacher squad. And a 7-man Destroyer Assault squad. Also along the list, we have a Spartan Assault tank. A Kratos with a battle cannon. 2 Vindicators with Magna laser destroyers. You will see that tank reappear in quite a few of these lists.
Funny that.
And 2 Rapier batteries with quad bolters,
Ooh.
which is very nice for the Imperial Fist.
Yep.
His Lord of War choice he's bringing is a Solar Auxilia Baneblade, which is very cool.
Fair enough.
So it's lower down in the points, so he'll be able to access the point shop
Yep.
Which we'll share more info on soon, actually, before the event comes out, so people have had time to look at it. That will go through your WhatsApp channels and through the social media stuff. So if you're interested in how we're balancing Lord of Wars for this event, then that is something that will be coming out soon. But that's the first list, and that's the Imperial Fists.
Cool.
So yeah, nothing crazy jumps out at me as like odd or like destroyers are always fun to see. I love seeing destroyers, just because I have I'd love to do a whole army of destroyers. I don't know why. I just love the idea of the unit. They're not very good in terms of an army, but it'd just be really cool. Next we have John and his Space Wolves. Here we have a Cataphracti Praetor with a Great Frost Blade, a Mortifactor, which is basically a Tech Marine for those that aren't aware of what a Mortifactor is, and an Opte with a Frost Axe.
What's the Opte? What's the Opte?
He's kind of like a lesser character. He doesn't really do too much. Bit like your Delegates in your Emperor's Children list.
Fair enough.
He may have a special rule that benefits somewhere.
Cool. Okay.
But I can't recall
Frost
off the
Axe,
top of my head. And a Frost Axe, because Space Wolves.
Wolfie, yes.
He also has, to make up the bulk of his troops, he has 2 units of 10-man Grey Slayer packs, and there's some power weapons thrown in with them. He has a 10-man Inducti squad, and a 10-man tack squad, as well as 3 rhinos to get him around the board.
Yeah.
He has a 5-man Varagir Wolfguard Terminator squad, however you're supposed to say that difficult word. They've got an array of weaponry as well. He's got 3 very punchy Contemptor Dreadnoughts, which is cool to see in 3rd edition.
Nice.
All with paired Gravis Chain Fists. Just
grrr. So they are literally punches.
Just running.
Okay.
Yeah, running and punching.
From the looking at it, Optes are just cheap bodies.
Yeah, I think it's just a way of getting another auxiliary.
50 points. You can upgrade it to have like a jump pack version for 20 points, where you get a... Oh, no. Jump packs are... Oh, no, there's same points. You don't have to pay. You can get like a disintegrator pistol for 5 points. You can get a bolter running one. Bulky 2. It comes with deep strike. Deep strike might be quite cool. Put them in a squad to give them all deep strike. But yeah, oh yeah, there you go. 20 points for a jump pack. So he's 50 points. He's just a cheap command.
Yeah,
I think he's probably the cheapest command. Actually, thinking
he probably is. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. There's been 50 points saved.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that is literally
that could be a Decurion. Yeah. But yes, 3 punchy Contemptors with paired Gravis Chain Fists. He's got 2 Vindicator Siege Tanks with laser destroyers.
Of course he has. How many people are running to...
Pretty much every Legion that is coming has at least 1, if not 2 of these tanks.
Nice.
Pretty much everyone.
Nice. I mean, I can't throw too much shade.
No.
Because I run one, and I will be buying a second. So, but it's nice. It's nice.
On top of this, before we get to his Lord of War choice, he has an allied detachment of Sisters of Silence.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool. He's got a Knight Centuria with a Paragon Blade. He has a 6-woman Anathema Cadre with flamers, and they are in a Charon pattern Acquisitor tank. You know, the floaty black crustacean looking transport of the sisters.
So who's this?
This is John Lee.
Okay,
with his Space Wolves.
Yeah, there's a bit of a conspiracy going on in the loyalist thing in the loyalist camp at the moment. So
is there?
It just depends on how many sisters are being brought or how many allies are
right. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that, if whether they've made the right choice or not. And his Lord of War choice is a Mastodon super heavy assault transport.
Yes.
Which the Dreadnoughts can go in.
Oh, they can.
At least one. I'm pretty sure all 3 could technically take the space.
I'm actually quite excited to see this.
You need to go near your microphone. You're nowhere near your microphone.
But you can hear me. It's
fine. We could just about hear you. But yes, it'll be a fun list to see. You know, if he does have 3 Contemptors in a Mastodon, if that's possible. That could be really fun.
Are Mastodons inside Thunderhawks? Mastodons.
Yeah, they're there.
Mastodons.
It's got a massive
Transport.
transport capacity.
42.
Yeah. It's like an army carrier.
Excellent.
Do you know what? Actually, I was looking at the Stormbird,
Oh yeah,
which has 52.
yeah.
So considering this is only 10 less, I think it's the same armor all around as well.
And it starts on the board, and
Starts
it can't
on
get shot
board.
out of the sky.
Can't get shot out of the guy.
It's not relying on a reserve roll.
They're quite cool. And even more importantly, they've got it painted in Blood Angel colours in the book. So I mean, it's kind of made to be. Nah, if I was going to get another one, I think I'd get a Thunderhawk. I've always wanted a Thunderhawk.
Yeah.
You have, yeah.
I just need a reason to buy one. Where can you see how many walkers?
Well, it's just about how many spaces does the Contemptor take up.
Models of any type other than vehicle may embark on a model with a special rule. However, only 4 models may be embarked that do not have the infantry or paragon type.
So you can take up to 4.
Yeah, a model may not have any variant of bulky X special rule where the value of X is greater than 6.
So I think they are 6.
Yeah, there we go.
So 6, 12, 18 of 42. So you can still get a lot more stuff in there.
Oh dear.
Armor 14
It
all round.
is a single box though, and there are plenty of guns like Magna Laser Destroyer Vindis
Yeah, but
that could make that Mastodon slow.
But it's 14. It's armor 14 all round.
Yeah.
It's 20 hull points. It moves 10, BS4, but it has also got like a giant fucking melter cannon on the
I
front.
know it does.
Like, they're not... And a Sky Reaper battery to shoot all things in the sky.
Just go choo-choo.
So, moving on, we have another Space Wolves list. 2 Space Wolf players.
Oh, yes.
We have Mr. Spuddy.
I think they're liaising as well, so that it's the same colour scheme.
They were playing around, so their wolves look similar, which
Yeah.
is quite cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think John was trying to match Spuddy's brass.
Right.
Was
that
the
it.
main tie-in.
Yeah.
Because they're both obviously doing the Heresy era grey,
Yeah.
and things like that. But yeah, it'll be very cool to see 2 Space Wolf armies on the table. He has written a little bit of fluff of why his army's at Hivani,
Nice, go ahead.
which is very cool. So he said, after the Siege of Terra, the Wolf King was informed that the traitors were regrouping at the Hivani system. He has read the pack.
Yay, someone has.
A system where the wolves tried to protect before but failed. On hearing this news that the traitors were once again massing in the system, Russ unleashed his Draugr company to punish the traitors and regain some honour for past failings.
Nice.
So he has Hastan, a Praetor in Cataphracti Terminator armour with a great frost blade.
Mm-hmm.
He has Odda, who is a Speaker of the Dead in Cataphracti Terminator armour. And he has Sven, who is a Forge Lord in Cataphracti Terminator armour.
Did he go for the Auterminate list? Is that what we're seeing here?
He has 2 Land Raider carriers,
Right, okay, here we go.
a Spartan Assault tank,
Yep.
a Saturnine Command Squad with 5 Terminators, with a mixed bag of death, as I've described it. He has Morkia, which is a Sikaran Venator, which is the neutron laser destroyer.
One, yeah.
And he has 2 units of Saturnine Command Squads made up of 3 Terminators each. One being like the plasma focused and one being the disintegrator focus.
Okay.
And along with that, low model count, high toughness, high punch rate, is a Lord of War, the Kraken Slayer, a Cerberus heavy tank destroyer.
Ha.
Which is very cool. Very cool. And
Is that the giant turret? The giant.
it's got like
round
the
cannon?
3 lasers on the front.
Oh yeah.
Came out in plastic. Not that long ago in the grand scheme of things. I just like that we're 3 lists in and we've not had a same Lord of War yet.
It's good.
It's very cool.
We'll get a photo of all the Lord of the Wars.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
So next we have James and his Blood Angels.
Yep.
Or as he put it, Blood Angels with Gal Pals. Which
Yes.
is a hint to what we will read in a second. So he has a Centurion with an Axe of Perdition, a Centurion with a Combat Shield and Blade of Perdition, a Herald with Power Fist and Icon of Allegiance, and then he has 2 units of a 10-man Despoiler Squads, and 2 units of 10-man Tactical Squads, 3 Rhinos, So 3 of those 4 units are probably going in those.
Mm-hmm.
He has an 8-man heavy support squad of missile launchers. He has a 9-man tactical support squad with melter guns.
Mm-hmm.
He has, who probably are taking one of the rhinos actually. 2 Vindicator siege tanks with Magna laser destroyers.
Yep.
And an 8-man Angels Tears squad.
Ooh.
With this, the standard couple of the grenade launchers,
Yeah.
and, the standard build.
Yeah.
He has an allied detachment of Sisters of Silence.
Yep.
Which virtually match John's ones.
Yep.
So he's got the Knight Centuria. He's got a 5-woman Anathema cadre with flamers.
Yep.
And the Charon pattern Acquisitor tank.
Yeah.
And then his Lord of War is a Warhound Titan with the Titan Inferno cannon and the Titan Plasma Blast gun.
Yes.
This is the Titan that you blew up. Did you manage to kill it?
I think so.
Yeah.
No, I did. I did.
I knew you took the arms off.
Yeah, no, I did.
Oh, he's got an arm off.
Had 2 arms off.
But yeah, that's another list and another new Lord of War, which is very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I like all the 8-man, 9-man, 8-man points grabbing. It's good.
Yeah.
Oh, have I scrolled too far? No. So yeah, that's James. Next we have Matt and his salamanders. He has brought Cassian Dracos Reborn, who is a named Dreadnought HQ.
Yep.
Which is pretty cool. He's got a Centurion in Cataphracti Terminator armor, swinging a forge-crafted Thunderhammer.
Mm-hmm.
He has a Legion Champion in Cataphracti Terminator armor. He has a 5-man Fire Drake Terminator squad.
Yep.
He has a 10-man Adherent squad. They are the is it Legacies? Wherever the PDFs are. They're a Salamander-only unit that all have combi flamers. They're quite cool.
Okay.
He has a 10-man tactical squad.
Mm-hmm.
He has 4 rhinos, all with pintle-mounted multi-melters.
Cool.
He has a Land Raider carrier.
Yep.
He has a 10-man tactical support squad with flamers.
Mm-hmm.
He has a Predator tank with a Magna Melter cannon and flamer sponsons. Has a 5-man Cataphracti Terminator squad, all with combi melters.
Yep.
They're all combi melted up. And a 10-man Pyroclast squad.
Yes.
All probably squeezing into another Mastodon Super Heavy Assault Transport.
Oh.
That's cool.
So it's our first
We can
double.
have a green one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or black, if he goes more black.
Yeah.
I saw a really good, I sent it to him actually, because he hadn't started painting them at the time. Whether he has now, I don't know. But last time I talked to him, he hadn't. And I saw a guy who did, it was mainly black with green accents.
Uh-huh.
And it looked so nice that I was like, here's an idea. Maybe a bit quicker to paint, maybe.
Fair enough.
Whether he goes that way or not, we'll see. But yeah, so that's the Salamanders. And we move to Giles and his Custodes.
Yep.
He has a Tribune with the Eternity Blade and Shield, a Shield Captain with the Eternity Blade and Shield. He has 2 units of 6-man Sentinel Guards Sodalities.
Sure.
Which is rather than squads, because they're fancy. He has the Sword and Shield wielding Contemptor Galatus Dreadnought.
Mm-hmm.
And a Telemon Heavy Dreadnought.
Oh.
He has the Coronis Grav Carrier.
Yep.
As well as 4 Aquilon Terminator Sodality.
Mm.
So a 4-man squad, basically.
Yep.
And then a 5-man Venatari. So they're the jump pack guys.
Yeah.
Along with a Lord of War, which is bringing a Shadow Sword Super Heavy Tank Destroyer. That's a Baneblade variant, right?
Yeah.
It's designed to shoot Titans.
And there will be a few of them. So, yeah, very cool. Good to see the Goldie boys hanging around.
Cool.
And next we have Adam and his Raven Guard.
Mm-hmm.
He's bringing a Praetor with jump pack and a pair of Raven Talons. He has a Legion Vigilator, and he has a Legion Moritat with jump pack.
Cool.
He has 2 units of 10-man Tactical Marines, a single Rhino, 2 units of 10-men Assault Marines.
Okay, yeah.
10 Dark Furies.
Cool.
Which are the Ravenclaw, Lightning Claw, jump pack guys.
Mm-hmm.
He has a 7-man Mordefian squad,
Mm-hmm.
which are like their version of, what are they called? Recon Marines. They're basically, better Recon Marines.
Cool.
That can take some heavy weapons and special weapons and things. He has a single Javelin Speeder with las cannons. He has 3 Scimitar jet bikes with multi-melters. He has a Contemptor Dreadnought with twin las cannon and Gravis Chainfist. A 5-man Legion Tartarus Assault Terminator squad. A Land Raider Carrier.
Uh-huh.
And something I'm very excited to see, a Lord of War Legion Thunderhawk.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Nice.
Yes.
I,
Very
for one,
excited.
cannot wait.
Yes.
Very
It'd be
excited.
interesting to see how he has it. If he has it on a stand or if he has it on the table.
It's like, he's got a stand.
Because, I appreciate a stand might be quite scary. That kind of
Yeah,
price
whether
will
he
be that
he
high up.
might decide, do you know what, when he gets there and
Yeah.
the tables are what they are and he goes, yeah, maybe I'll keep it on the floor. I don't know.
Yeah. But then at
We'll
the same
see.
time, it still takes up a lot of space on the
Yeah.
floor.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be very fun to see how it maneuvers, how well it does.
Yeah.
But just to bring one and have the balls to go, I'm going to bring a Thunderhawk.
It's
It's so
I-
cool.
I'm gonna encourage Kelly to come have a
See
look
how
at it,
cool it is.
and then I'll be like, "This is the Thunderhawk.
This
keep
is what I
talking
want.
about." I've talked about it loads to her.
Yeah.
I will get one eventually,
Yeah.
but it's one of the things I need to get it before
Well,
it disappears.
talking about large flyers, this list is very interesting. So this is our final loyalist list. This is Mike, and he's also bringing Custodes.
Uh-huh.
So we've got 2 Space Wolves.
Cool.
We've got 2 Custodes.
Yep.
We also have 2 people bringing Sisters of Silence,
Uh-huh.
which is really cool. So there's like this synergy in the loyalist side,
Yes.
which may be lacking in the traitor side, but we'll see. So Mike is bringing his Custodes, and he has a Tribune with Eternity Spear, a Shield Captain with the Eternity Spear, and another Shield Captain, but he has the Eternity Blade and Shield.
Uh-huh.
He has 2 units of 6-man Sentinel Guard Sodalities.
Yep.
He has the Contemptor Achilles Dreadnought, which has the Achilles Dread Spear. So this is the Contemptor with the spear rather than the sword and shield.
Yep.
Yeah.
He has a single Telemon Heavy Dreadnought,
Mm-hmm.
which is no surprise really. If you're bringing Custodes, you're bringing a Telemon.
Yeah.
He has a 3-man Aquilon Terminator Sodality,
Uh-huh.
a Coronis Grav Carrier,
Yep.
a Calidus Grav Tank,
Ooh.
and his Lord of War is the Orion Assault Dropship, which is the Custodes giant flyer,
Okay.
which is crazy. I've never seen one in person.
Oh.
I'm really looking forward to seeing that. I've seen it like in pure resin in the cabinet at Forge World,
Yeah.
up at Nottingham, but I've never seen one on a stand, on a board, painted or anything. So I'm
Cool.
really looking forward to seeing that.
Awesome.
So yeah, I thought the Thunderhawk would be the only one. The only sad thing is they're both loyalist, so we're not going to get Thunderhawk versus Orion Assault Dropship.
No.
That would be kind of cool.
Huh.
Right, we ready for traitors?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the traitors, we start off with Mark and his 1,000 Sons.
Mm-hmm.
He has a Praetor in Tartarus, Terminator armor with a Paragon Blade. He has a Legion Champion, obviously with a Paragon Blade,
Mm-hmm.
and a Librarian who's spitting out fire. He's a pyromancy librarian, particularly.
Cool.
He has 3 units of 10-man Tactical Marines, along with 3 Rhinos.
Mm-hmm.
He has a Land Raider Carrier, a Kratos Assault Tank with the Melter Blast Gun equipped.
Yep.
He has 2 units of singular Whirlwind Scorpius tanks.
Okay.
He has a Sicaran, like the standard Sicaran,
Yeah.
with Las Sponsons.
Okay.
He has a 5-man Tartarus Terminator squad with an array of weapons.
Yep.
The Contemptor Osiren Dreadnought, the Thousand Suns Psychic Contemptor. And rounding out the list with a Lord of War, our second Warhound Titan.
Mm-hmm.
But he's bringing the Vulcan Mega Bolter and the Turbo Laser Destructor.
Yep.
So a different build to James's one, which is cool. Next,
I think they will have to play each other at one point. Right?
Yeah, Warhound off.
Yeah, yeah. It makes sense, right?
Yeah. Then we have Pete with his Iron Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a Warsmith, a Forge Lord, and a Vigilator with a Nemesis rifle. He has a 10-man Despoiler squad. He has 3 units of 10-man Tactical Marines.
Yep.
And he has 3 Rhinos. It's kind of like that build is quite standard in Legion lists in this edition. He has 3 Rapier batteries with the quad launcher with the frag shatter shells.
Cool.
He also has a single Rapier battery with laser destroyer.
Okay, yeah.
Just to pick at things, I guess.
Yeah.
He has a Predator tank with heavy conversion beam cannon and Sponson las cannons.
Cool.
It's my favourite build of Predator, that. He has a Vindicator siege tank with a Demolisher cannon. The standard Vindy. Alongside 2 more Vindys with Magna laser
There
destroyers.
we go.
That's more like it.
And rounding out his list before his Lord of War are 4 robots of the Iron Circle.
Yes.
Who will go with the Forge Lord, I would assume.
Yeah.
Very beefy boy. And rounding out his list is another new Lord of War, which is really cool to see. We're like 10 lists in.
Yep.
We have a Typhon heavy siege tank.
Ooh.
So very cool. Like the Vindicator, he's got the baby Vindicator with the Demolished cannon, and then it's Daddy, the Typhon, coming along. So yeah, that list is kind of like a very Iron Warriors. It screams Iron Warriors to me.
Yeah.
It's just like no nonsense blocks of things to deal with. That one.
Cool.
Next we have Simon, who is bringing his Mechanicum.
Ooh.
So unfortunately he's had some hobby woes and his demons are not coming. So he asked if he could switch to the Mechanicum. We hadn't shared lists yet or anything, so he knows it's not, he's not in the loyalist chat or anything. He's not gaming anything. He's had a genuine issue with his demons, so he is now moving over to his Mechanicum. He's bringing an Archmagos on a Baiant, 2 Magos, and 3 Tech Priests.
Mm-hmm.
These are all Cybernetica.
Yep.
He has 3 robots of the Vorax attack maniple.
Okay.
So these are like the praying mantis-y looking ones.
Right.
With the bug eyes. That can infiltrate and do things. Cool. He's got 3 Castellax Destructors with Darkfire cannons.
Okay.
He's got 2 units of Voltarax. So they're 2 individual Voltarax.
Right. Yeah.
Flying around the board. He has a 6 robot Thalax cohort, all with phased plasma fusils.
Cool.
Which is they do good damage, don't they, Sam?
I
run against you.
I think they do a little bit of good damage,
especially in the 40-watt range.
They're very nice. He has 3 Domitar robots in a Domitar battle maniple.
Okay.
They're big, beefy, punchy boys. They're like the Iron Circle, but without the big hammer and shield.
Right.
They have a graviton hammer, which is actually like a gun, and their fists, which they hit pretty hard still.
Fair.
And they're very tough.
Fair.
He has 4 Castellax battle maniple, so they're the bolter Castellax.
Yeah.
So a 4-man squad of those. He has 2 Thanatars. So he has one that is the Calyx, which comes with the giant las cannon.
Yep.
And one that is the Kavas, which has the plasma mortar.
Okay.
And he rounds out his list with another unique Lord of War, the Mechanicum Ordinatus Ulator, which is the giant ray gun on tracks. It's like the coolest thing in the world, man. So cool. So I'm excited to see that. I am excited to see that.
Cool.
Moving on, we have Oliver with his Sons of Horus. He's got a Praetor in Saturnine Terminator armor with a concussion hammer. A Librarian in Cataphracti Terminator armor. 2 units of 12-man tactical squads. Just gone for the couple extra that you can squeeze in to the 2 Rhinos that he's bringing. He has a Kratos assault tank with melter blast gun. A Land Raider carrier. He has 2 units of 3-man Saturnine Terminator squads. And like his counterpart Spuddy, he has gone one that's more plasma focused, one that's more disintegrator focused. He has a 5-man Justarian Terminator squad and a Saturnine Dreadnought.
Ooh.
The first one of them we're seeing. And his Lord of War is again another a unique one. He's got the Legion Falchion, and he has equipped it with a Decurion Magna. Whichever one that is. There's 2 of them, and I can't remember what one allows you to do what. But yes, he's got a commander dude inside his Lord of War.
Cool.
Which is very nice indeed. Then we come to possibly the most unique list in all of them, which is Liam and his Knights.
Ooh.
So this is the one that would scare the hell out of me being across the table one. Even though Knights aren't actually that difficult, potentially, to deal with, he says.
I think it's just you don't face them often.
You don't face them often, right?
Which is the scare. It's like the unknown factor.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like against another guard list, you know what a laser vintage destroyer does. You know what a despoiler squad does or destroyer squad does.
So he has the Acastus Knight Porphyrion, which is the biggest one that I've seen. I think it's still a resin Forge World kit, and it's the 2 giant guns on the side.
Yeah.
He has the Cerastus Knight Castigator, which is the Gatling gun sword one.
Yep.
Sam's got up there. He also has a Cerastus Knight Lancer, which is the one I've got. There's the shield and the stabby lance.
Yep.
He has a Questorus Knight Styrix. So this is the Mechanicum variant of the original Knight. So like the baby Knights now. But the original Knight, it used to be a Forge World upgrade kit that would give you like a resin face plate and a different arm or 2 arms, I think. It's just a Mechanicum-y type of Knight. He has 2 armigers. He has a Armiger Moirax that has the Volkite and a Siege Claw. He also has an Armiger Warglaive, which has the Thermal Lance, which is like the melter, and the Reaper Chainblade. And then rounding out his list with a Lord of War, to one up his own list, he is bringing a Warhound Titan with Plasma Blast Gun and Turbo Laser Destroyer.
Okay.
So again, unique to the other 2 Warhounds that we're currently seeing. Their arms, so the Turbo Laser, both Mark and Liam have brought, but the Plasma, Liam's got and James has got.
Yeah.
So it's really interesting how the arms are technically unique to each one. But yeah, so that's going to be really cool to just see.
That'd be great to see. Is it? Do you know? Is he painted it? Is it painted?
It's being painted. I've seen pictures of the progress. You should be out. I think they've been posted in the WhatsApp group.
Yeah.
If you go through the traitors one.
Try and find.
Go media. But yeah, so that's a really cool list. Then we have the other Liam. So we have 2 Liams.
Yes.
This is our good friend Commander Lurpak.
Yep.
With his Solar Auxilia, which condensed down in its simplicity reads really easily. But I'm sure there's lots of shenanigans going on because he's been doing very well with this list, I hear. But he has a Legatine Command Section, which is a 5-man squad. They're like high command section, I should say. He has 3 units of 5-man line command sections. So he's got like the high command section that's overall the whole army, the warlord, and then he's got 3 smaller command sections, all 5 men. He has 2 units of 20 men las rifles.
Yep.
So that's 40 guys so far. And then he has an additional 4 units of 10-man las rifle. So we're now at 80 men.
Yep.
He has 2 units of Aurochs transports.
Cool.
He has 2 units of 4 rapier sections with laser destroyers. So 4 and 4. He has 2 units of 8 men Charonite Ogrins, so
Yep.
8 and 8. He has 2 units of Carnodon strike tanks, or Charodon. No, it's not got a H. Carnodon strike tanks, and he has 2 units of Dracosian armored transports.
Cool.
And rounding out his list is Old Faithful, his Baneblade.
Yeah.
Which is very cool.
Yeah.
All very well painted, this army. It's very cool. Napoleonic theme. But yeah, so that's the Solar Auxilia.
Cool.
Definitely the most models.
Yeah.
Especially compared to some of the armies that are seeing Saturnines.
Oh, yes.
And then we move to Josh and his World Eaters.
Yep.
So his World Eaters, he has a Praetor with a Paragon Blade, a Champion with a Jump Pack,
Yep.
a Herald with a Jump Pack,
Uh-huh.
and an Opte.
Yep.
The Opte has a pair of Lightning Claws,
Okay.
which is kind of cool. He has 2 Rampager squads
Right.
of, I'm just double checking, of 10 men.
Cool. Okay.
2 10-man Rampager squads. He has 2 Land Raider carriers. He has a Praetorian Command squad with jump packs,
Cool.
which is a 7-man squad, if I'm reading that correctly. So his is in Excel, so I haven't been able to break it down like the others.
Okay.
So apologies if I've got that slightly wrong. And rounding out his World Eater segment, he has his Lord of War, which comes before the Allied detachment. He does have an Allied detachment. But his Lord of War is a Khitan Demon Engine.
Ah, yes.
So that's another unique Lord of War. So we're doing really well with diversifying our Lord of Wars, which is really, really cool. Alongside all of that carnage and mess, he has an Allied detachment of Solar Auxilia.
Right.
So he has a Velataris command section of 5 guys. He has a 10-man Velataris storm section. And he has 2 Dracosian armored tanks with demolisher cannons. So these are transports, but you can attach a demolisher to them, and then the transport capacity drops.
Fair
That's
enough.
what-
Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. So that's his list.
Cool.
So yeah, his list is just run at you and punch you, which is very World Eaters.
Yeah.
Very World Eaters, and I'm assuming the Solar are there to maybe score some points.
Probably.
But yeah, so that's the World Eaters list. And last but not least is Dan with his Mechanicum.
Ooh.
So we have 2 Traitor Mechanicum armies.
Cool.
This time around. He has an Archmagos and 2 Magos, regular Magos. They're all Ordo Reductor.
Uh-huh.
So he's gone Reductor rather than Cybernetica. He has a 6 man or robot Skylax Guardian Maniple. And then he has 2 units of 6 robot Echidnax Servo Automatas. These are like the squiddy ones.
Okay. Thank you, because I'm just like, huh?
Yeah. A lot of people probably are. You Google these things. I've never played them. I've never even really looked at their rules, so I don't really know what they do, other than like just being their bodies that will be around their Magos to keep them alive, and I'm sure they have some decent damage output.
Yeah.
He has 3 units of 6 Thalax cohorts, so 6, and 6, all with lightning guns. I think he's got some chain bayonets and bits thrown in, but he's gone lightning guns rather than the other weaponry. He has 2 units of single Armiger Moirax, so these are the mini knights, with Graviton Pulsar and Siege Claw. He has 2 units of single Cryos battle tanks, as well as I always get this one wrong, the Macro Arid Explorator tank.
Is that that's the one that has the missiles on it, isn't it?
Yes, it's not the Pain Train one, I don't think.
No.
Unless I'm wrong. which it could easily be. And then rounding out his Thalax-themed Mechanicum is a Lord of War, which is a Questorus Knight Niagara. And that be the armies.
I like how it's not just loads of Marines.
Yeah, we've got we've got a couple of Mechanicum and Solar and Knights in the traitors. So 4 out of 8 are non-Marine players. I believe we've got 2 Custodes, and then we've got 6 Marine forces in the Loyalists.
Yeah.
But 2 of those have Sister Silence in them.
Yeah.
So there's decent variety.
Big variety.
And I love the fact that Lord of Wars are pretty much all unique.
Yeah.
We've got 2 Mastodons, and we've got 3 Warhound Titans, but the Warhound armaments are slightly different on each
3
one.
Warhounds, 2 Mastodons, a Baneblade.
There's 2
Cerberus.
Baneblades and a Storm Lord, which is a variant of a Baneblade. So there's only so many choices you've got.
Yeah.
But it's cool that we've got the Typhon, the Cerberus, a Falchion, 2 Flyers as well. Flyer Lord of Wars. It was cool when Adam was bringing the Thunderhawk, and then Mike sent his list over, and I was like, "We've got another one." I'm interested to see. I can't. It's been so long since I've seen that. I can't remember the size of it.
I haven't got a clue.
So that'll be really cool to see. I'm really looking forward to seeing the lists, obviously all painted up and playing each other, and we just ultimately hope that you guys have a load of fun blowing each other up. And if you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. But if you've had a good time, it's been a good event. So that's what we're gearing up to. They're the lists that have been shared. Thank you for listening, guys. Hopefully you found that interesting and a cool listen to for all those that aren't coming to the event. And we will take a quick break and come back with our round out of the episode.
We've been running Hangouts for years, either down on the farm, if you know you know, or hosted on an online Hangout space. For each session, we post a link in our Discord and Facebook group, and just click it and you're in. The podcast hosts a weekly Hangout every Wednesday evening from 8:30, taken care of by Mike, one of our moderators, and a monthly Hangout on the last Sunday of each month from 8 PM, hosted by one of our podcast hosts, but 100% it will not be Neil. Whether you want to hobby along or just hang out and chat, you'll find a relaxed, positive atmosphere and plenty of like-minded people. We'd love to see you at one soon.
Welcome back. This is the round out of the episode. Hope you've enjoyed it. We've certainly enjoyed recording and just chatting together as always. A quick reminder that our next hobby hangout date is August the 30th. That's always, the last Sunday of the month. It starts at 8 PM and you'll be greeted by at least one of the hosts. And we're on there for at least 2 hours. That's the minimum. Till 10 PM UK time. Often goes much later than that. There's a great group of people who jump on that every month. Come and just add your voice to them and have a good time hanging out and chatting about what's going on in your life and the hobby. Also, social media. We have our Facebook page. We have a Facebook group, the Community Safe Room. I know a few of our kind of core guys have been saying they want to get going again and posting on, because we've diverted a lot of our attention over to the Discord, which you can join as well. Check out the invitation that goes out with every episode, and if you can't find that, you need to get in touch with us. Either message us on Facebook, comment on the group, or email us at the Adeptus Terra Podcast at gmail.com. Anything else I've missed, gentlemen? Anything else we need to chuck in here?
No.
A reminder that we are not recording and putting out an episode in August. Our next episode will be towards the tail end of September. So there's a little break from us. Hopefully you find some other stuff to listen to and enjoy, and we'll be back with you soon, and we'll be talking about how the event went, as well as our next round in our 30k year-long campaign. So you can look forward to that. But until then, I've been Matt.
I've been Sam.
And I've been Neil.
And this has been the Adeptus Terra Podcast.
Bye? Yes, bye.
Yes.
Bye. Thank you for joining us on the Adeptus Terra Podcast as we waged war across the grim darkness of the far future. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to follow, subscribe and leave a review wherever you're listening. It helps the signal cut through the wall. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram and Discord, where the war never truly ends and the discussion continues long after the last dice are rolled. Until next time, stand firm, trust in your war gear and remember, in the far future, there is only war.